How's everyone doing out there today on this blustery, cold day? Let me move my light box up a little bit. I think there's like a bad edge down here. I don't know how to zoom in. Oh, there we go. Oh, how's everyone doing out there? I hope some people join in. This was unexpected. Like most things in my life, all my, best laid plans go astray, but Jeremy and I have had a very busy last 4 days, and I decided to hop on live to do a jewelry preview for our sale coming up on YouTube on Bully Run Coffee on December 2nd. And I wrote down all the information, as always. Oh, look at Jacqueline's Treasures made it. I have one person here. Jacqueline, thank you so much for coming on over. So this is a preview, a live preview for our sale coming up on Tuesday, December 2nd at 7 p.m. To register for the sale, you will go over to bullyruncoffee.com. This sale is going to make up for lost time. We took last Tuesday off. Why? Because we wanted to. And why? Because we deserved it. That is stating the obvious. Look how many people are coming in. Please hit the thumbs up and you come in. Pretty please and thank you. And I'm trying to get my device up over here. You know how this goes. Best laid plans often go astray over here. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up Jason Adams jewelry. There I am live. And there's the chat. And now I can see everyone. All right. So this is a very unusual occurrence. You know that all of our previews are over on Bully Run Coffee, and oh, I gotta turn my volume down. I don't want to hear myself. No, not today, not ever. Let's see here. Okay, so let me look. Jacqueline's Treasures and Joshy Boy and Helen and Cindy and Rebecca and Kathy Mast and a whole bunch of people that are way down here. Let's see here. Missed you, Cindy Clark. View message. Hello from something Yorkshire. We can show that. Leanne Parkin. Looks like Parkinson. Thank you. Luana Falski is here. Jacqueline's Treasures. Thank you all for coming on in. Yeah, we decided to take a break. Catherine Lamantia, my buddy, JC made it. Jackie something made it. I'm just gonna look on my phone. I'm gonna watch the live feed on my phone. Okay, here we go. Let me stay focused for just a couple minutes. 37 people, 15 thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up on your way in. It really does help. Aw, Picky Nikki made it with a super chat. Are you serious? I'm so sorry, Picky. I haven't been over to your channel in 8 million years. Can you guys please hit the thumbs up and the heart on that as well? Picky Nikki, thank you so much for the super chat. It really does help out my channel, and you know that because you are a seller as well. If you all don't know Picky Nikki, please go over to her channel. She's a delight. She's a true friend and an ally in this YouTube reselling world, and I so appreciate you. Some are not so kind, but Picky, you have always been such a delight. I so appreciate you. All right, so this preview is for our live sale on Tuesday, December 2nd at 7 p.m. Are you kidding me, Jacqueline's Treasures? Another super chat, showering me with love and affection. It's much appreciated. I'll tell you, I never ask for super chats, but I always get so excited when I get them. So thank you so much, Jacqueline's Treasures. You have become a strong friend as well. And Jacqueline, I hope I'm allowed to tell 42 people, I am definitely going to do your consignment sale, I think next week. Because you had such amazing items, very affordable, and great gift ideas. So Jacqueline is a local seller here in Ohio. She found us on YouTube, and she lives very close to Jeremy. So Jacqueline's Treasures, I will be getting to your items next week, and thank you so much. Also, I received an incredible consignment, and I have to go through the box. There's a lot of gold. And there's a lot of really beautiful things, so I'm going to try and get to that to next week as well. All right, here we go. Tuesday, December 2nd. This is my 12th attempt to get this out. Tuesday, December 2nd at 7 p.m. as always. If you're new here and you're watching this on replay, just go over to the Bully Run website. Let me show you Jeremy's professional business card. You're all going to want to stay tuned because this sale is stacked. And when I say the sale is stacked, it is totally truthful. Bully Run Coffee, Okay. Hi, Elizabeth Johnson. Welcome in. Live preview. We're running out of time over here. I went to hit the record button for like a full long feed video for a normal preview, the usual preview, and nothing's ever normal in my life. Who am I kidding? You know? So I hope everyone gets a chance to see this for the preview because it's going to be a heck of a good sale. Fully stacked with gold, silver, turquoise, the dendritic agates, wait till you see those, diamonds, rhinestones, designer, beads, costume, an incredible enameled collar, which is right here. We'll get into that in just a moment by Mary Ellen McDermott. And many great gift ideas, highly affordable. All items are buy it now. So it is a fixed price auction. There is no bidding, there's no elevation of values. It is all buy it now fixed price. It's fast and fun, and we welcome all of you in. I will show that occasionally throughout the feed for the people that are coming in a little bit later. I know Sunday is a crazy busy day, and let me just be honest, I absolutely ran out of time for this. Wednesday was Friends and Family Thanksgiving. Jeremy hosted it at the house, and it was standing room only. Then we went down to Don Scott on the Big Antique Show on Friday. And then from there, we went over to the Heart of Ohio Antique Center. And boy, oh boy, it's been a very busy few days. Oh, there's my friend, Dee Thrill the Thrift. And there's Jeremy. Jeremy, thank you for watching because I'm having a hell of a time over here with the tablet. So thank you, Jeremy, for being here. I really do appreciate you being here, Jeremy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Dee Thrill the Thrift, I love you. All right, so here's part of the preview. So this necklace is by Mary Ellen McDermott. It is one of her finest. And when Mary Ellen was selling this in the late 1980s, this was $4,000. This was $4,000, and that's what she was selling it for. And look how old her label is. Look how early this is for a Mary Ellen McDermott work. It's completely hand fabricated. What we pride ourselves on the Bully Run channel is bringing on unusual pieces. Did Dee really just give me a super chat? D Miller, D, thank you so much. I almost said D Miller. D Miller was on my mind. She texted me the other day. Dee Thrill the Thrift. If you guys don't know her, please race over to her channel and please subscribe to Dee. And thank you all so much for being here on a Sunday. I know this wasn't expected. 57 people, 23 thumbs up. Dee, thank you so much. I so appreciate you. And thank you for stopping in to say hello. You are my friend, and I adore you. You are such a kind person, and you're hilarious. There is nothing not to like about Dee, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. If you don't like Dee, something's wrong with you. If you don't like Dee, I don't like you. So, anyways, that's gotten me in trouble before with other people, but I don't care. Dee is magnificent, and thank you for being my friend. I really appreciate you very, very much. Okay, I think I've spent enough time on this one, but this is Mary Ellen McDermott, and when she was selling this was for $1,000, and it's such an honor to be able to bring this onto the sale. And there's all these little dangles. That's a solid sterling silver. I forgot to mention the obvious. It's about 17 inches around the neck on that rigid collar. So it's about 17 inches around the neck, and she had those Milagro-inspired hands. But look at that large enamel cloisonne, and absolutely one of the most incredible statement pieces. So if you're looking for an investment, if you're looking for the special gift idea, there you go. Now, I'm really going to take off and get this party started. Do not move a muscle because if you're watching football, please watch me more than football. I almost knocked over the whole box. I almost knocked over the whole light box. Okay, all right. To register for the sale, please go over to bullyruncoffee.com. And again, thank you all so much for the now over $40 in super chats. It's just so appreciated. I don't know what else to say, but thank you so much. All right. A vintage jewelry sign. This is not for sale. This was given to me by my friend Mark Vance, and I just wanted this in my feed today. That is not for sale, so don't ask. To register, again, go over to bullyruncoffee.com, and you will get registered for this incredible sale. Once you register, you don't have to do it again. 14 karat gold diamonds. Are you ready for this? Oh, Joshy boy, thank you. Joshy, I'm not going to say who, but someone came over by your recommendation. And I so appreciate you, my sweet friend. You're awesome, Joshy Boy. This is, and if you guys don't know Joshy Boy's channel, he does YouTube shorts, and they're quite magnificent. They're very artistic, they're abstract, they're unusual, and he is a great friend to all on YouTube. So, Joshy, thank you for making time for me. I so appreciate it. This is a 9 diamond ring. There goes Jeremy in the chat, and he just did exactly what I had asked. It is right there, and it says Bully Run Coffee. Scroll down to the form. You'll see the coffee bean background and fill out the information and then submit. Please give all of your information as well. And thank you all for hitting the thumbs up. It seems like the YouTube algorithm forgets me when I don't do a live feed for a long time. So this probably would have been better as a pre-recorded video, but please continue to hit that thumbs up. And this is the live preview for our sale coming up. This is a 14 karat gold diamond ring, size 6. I'm going to go a little bit faster to kind of get this done. 2 Herkimer diamonds. These are rock crystal. These are the 2 that I bought at the gem show. There is one, and here is the second one. I bought these based on clarity and the formation of the rock crystal. So those 2 Herkimer diamonds will come over to the sale on Tuesday. And this 14 karat gold Larimar ruby and sapphire custom made pendant. That's going to come over to the sale. That Larimar is gem grade. It's the best of the best. It is absolutely incredible. And this is, again, our live preview. I am running out of time this weekend. I went to Duns Scott on Friday. I went to the Heart of Ohio. I don't know if any of you out there know Follow That Bug. Her name is Kate. Follow That Bug. She has a YouTube channel. If you do not know her or you're not following Follow That Bug, please go over and subscribe to Follow That Bug. Her name is Kate. And I got a chance to meet her at the Heart of Ohio, and I was so glad that I did. Again, thank you all for the super chats today. You're really helping me out. Someone would ID these as amethyst, and I would give forgiveness for that. These are, in fact, synthetic corundum. So these are synthetic sapphire, and this is also the matching ring. And these are set in 14 karat yellow gold, clip back rings, and a magnificent cocktail ring in very heavy gold. I'll get a size on this in just a minute. Let me cover the lens really quick. I'm going to turn the light out. Give me 1 second. I want to show you some little bit of magic that happens. So I turn the light out. I'm going to turn the black light on, and look how these glow. They glow this most magnificent kind of orange, peachy pink, like a red. That's where you know that that is not amethyst. That is, in fact, synthetic corundum. A lot of people will ID that as alexandrite. And I always say to people, no, that's not alexandrite. It's not the right color shift anyway for alexandrite. But that is synthetic color change sapphire. And then it goes purple when you take that out of there. Let me also show you I almost said uranium glass. These are synthetic spinel. It's just very difficult to do a live feed, a live feed preview and watch the chat at the same time. Lots of questions coming in and literally no answers. These are synthetic spinel. These are synthetic spinel. Those are not uranium glass. Those are synthetic spinel. And I'm going to sell those 5 synthetic spinel because so many people have asked. But anyways, let me turn the light back on. That's all I'm going to glow because you know how I can't stand the glowy stuff. It drives me crazy. These are synthetic color change sapphire. And the ring is set in 14 karat yellow gold, custom made, vintage, wonderful. And that goes down to a size 10. So if you're with a big, giant, greasy fingerprint on it. Let me see who's coming in the chat. Hi, Brandy. There's the Turtle Shell Beth. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Kristen Roth. I owe you a phone call. That'll happen later on today. Rebecca Peter. Looks like something Mahoney. David Berkheimer made it. And thank you all so much. Okay, so those are coming to the sale. And yes, I'm actually going to allow that ring to go in its original box. It pains me to do so because I love these boxes, but that is going to come in the mother of pearl push button box. Now, these are our only pieces of gold for the sale, except one incredible Mark Vance ring. And let me show you the Mark Vance ring. This is made by my friend Mark Vance. This is solid 14 to 15 karat gold. He used so many old and vintage pieces that were broken, and he lost wax cast this in the late 1970s. This is as good as a Mark Vance piece gets. This was his personal ring that he kept since the 1970s, and it was with a great honor that he asked me to sell this piece for him. This is an antique carved carnelian stone, and this is custom set in lost wax cast gold. The gold weight on this is very heavy. Let me get a gram weight. That goes down to a size 6. If you want the best brutalist and true brutalist creation in solid gold by Mark Vance, that is a size 6. Let me go over and get a gram weight so all of you will know what to expect for gram weight. Yes, you have to take off a little bit of weight for the stone. It is 20.9 grams. 20.9 grams of solid gold. Absolutely incredible. Incredible Mark Vance original. All right, now I showed you that. That is done. The diamond ring can go back on here. If you missed anything in the preview, please go back and watch this in its entirety, because this is our technical preview for the sale coming up on Tuesday, December 2nd. And yes, we didn't do a sale last week, so we're making up for lost time over here. This sale is stacked. And there's your information. December 2nd at 7 p.m. And if you're not registered, we welcome you to the Bully Run family. All you have to do is go over to the website. Jeremy put in the chat earlier how to do so. And Jeremy, thank you again for being here. Thank you all for making time for us. Let me run down this side over here. These are the rings that I bought from Maria at Celestial Dancer at the Emilia Brothers Gem Show. I got very lucky because she was selling a lot of her vintage Navajo and Zuni jewelry. This is a size, I'm going to say it's a 6 3/4, hedging towards the 7. These are all natural coral stones. This is one of the largest and best I have ever seen. Absolutely amazing. I think I have one 18-karat piece, but I don't know if it's on my trays. That's a great question, and I'll be honest and give you an answer. I don't know if I have 18-karat gold in this sale. I'll be totally honest and say I don't know. And thank you so much for joining in, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is a size, and I do have a lot of 18-karat gold that is for sale. So if you have a specific, you can email Jeremy as well. Let's see here. This is a 7.5. 7.5, and this is again absolutely wonderful out of Maria's collection. She would buy things direct in Arizona, New Mexico. Boy, are my hands dried out. Oh, not good. Not a good look. I should be wearing latex gloves. This is a 7.5. 7.5 Navajo. Incredible. Now, a lot of people had asked for, thank you, Joshi. I know. Thank you, Joshi. You are the best of the best. I love you, my friend. This is an 8.5. This is an 8.5. This is that dendritic agate. It is a chalcedony, which is a form of quartz. And then these natural fern-like inclusions, per se, are actually the dendrites. And they form that kind of fern or tree-like landscape. Look at the iridescence of this one. Now, I had an opportunity to buy up to, I would ask my mom, but I don't know if she's in the chat. I think I had up to 100 and maybe about 150 rings to choose from. And I got this one and I got this one. And because I love the east-west on this one. And I loved the color of those dendrites, that kind of frozen in time fall-like landscape. This is a size 9. That is a size 9 in solid sterling silver. Wait till you see the dendritic agate pendants. If you haven't seen those, please stay tuned. Please share out this live as well, so everybody knows that this is going to be the technical preview for our sale. Look at this. Unbelievable. 10.5. Turquoise, great gents ring, incredibly early, fabulous Navajo. This was one of my favorites. I bought it for myself. There's no way I can size this. This is a size 8. Look at that natural turquoise out of Maria's collection. Celestial Dancer is one of the most magnificent stores, mobile stores, businesses. I've known Maria for so many years, and she wrote a book on beating cancer, how she beat cancer, and she's a magnificent force. course. I love her. Missing one turquoise here. I didn't care. There is nothing missing here. It's just the spacing. I didn't care about that. It can be restored. I could fix it. I'm choosing not to. I'm selling it as is. This is a size 8. Absolutely stunning ring. I absolutely love the asymmetry of the mounting. Another Navajo beauty because so many people have been asking for silver and turquoise. I love beating the competition. So price points, I'm gonna beat every competitor because these are old and fabulous. 7.5 is the size. Sterling silver and turquoise. Absolutely gorgeous Navajo creation. And then the wave, this incredible wave-like pattern. Sorry, guys, I'm not watching the chat. I got to get through this preview. I know you all understand. And please chat amongst yourselves. If you see a troll come in, put up the stop sign. I'll see the stop sign and I'll zap the troll. But so far, smooth sailing. This is a size 8.5. And this is coral and sterling silver in this magnificent wave-like pattern. I love that one. And then these. These are the coral earrings. They were $180 back in the day, fully artisan signed, Native American, and these are genuine coral. These are not plastic or acrylic like 99% of what we're seeing on other auction sites and other, selling venues. They're a lot of times acrylic, epoxy, and garbage. Just call it what it is. Acrylic, epoxy, and garbage. These are genuine coral. Every single one of them is hand set and so stunningly gorgeous. Love, love, love. Again, I hand select everything I sell. I don't have a team of 92 people out there, and I don't sit on Whatnot all day, buying random stuff and then trying to upsell it. This came from the gem show as well. Solid 14 karat gold, sterling silver, and I love the double bail at the top. There's something about this that it just makes me crazy to see such a piece. And I loved it. I went nuts. This one is garden quartz. I bought this for myself, but I am going to sell it. It has a single hole drilled in the top. I was going to use it as a drop, like sterling wire through there or gold wire through there, and use it as a drop on a necklace. Look at that for garden quartz. Very unusual to find a teardrop double-sided cabochon with a hole drilled in the top of it. Very unusual find at the gem show. I'm always after unusual. This is more common. That is onyx and sterling. Probably going to go with another piece, or maybe it'll be a giveaway. Depends on my mood. This is one of the most magnificent sterling silver and turquoise crosses. Hi, Squeaky Cheese. I see ya with your cheese and your hearts. I love you, honey. I absolutely love you. Thank you for your phone call the other day, Squeaky. You were magnificent. LBJ. And then I said there was that secret about this. Do you see how this was constructed out of 5 pieces of silver? Let me get my professional little pointer. Oh, Squeaky. You know that I was at the Heart of Ohio yesterday, and look, I went ballistic. Heart of Ohio, and I spent like over $1,000 again at the Heart of Ohio. All right, here we go. I don't know where my pointer's at. I lied. No, I didn't. I never lie. Let me grab my pointer. Someone said hold for review. Let me see what's going on. Someone said hold for review. Let's see what was held for review. Gorgeous something. That's okay. Show gorgeous cross. I wonder why someone got held for that. That's strange. Okay, YouTube's trying to protect all of us. I don't blame YouTube. There's some real idiots out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And no idiots here. 6. There's the bail that's hammered. Here's one piece. Do you see the seams here? Do you see the solder seams? So they didn't have a piece of silver big enough, so they soldered 5 pieces of silver together and then carefully bezel set those turquoise. Isn't this magnificent? Yes. An incredibly powerful piece, and I loved the, see how the bails are again, you go to another site and all the stones are uniform and all the stones are garbage and acrylic, so sick to see. But then look at these are all natural turquoise, and then look how every bezel is careful matched to these stones. You couldn't put this stone here. You couldn't put this stone here. You couldn't put this stone here. It wouldn't work. Uh-oh, someone else got held. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, show. I don't know why. Okay. But yeah, I just thought it was magnificent. And then I did put in one strand of I'm going to tell the truth about these as well. These are the Tibetan crystal. These were sold as Herkimer. So I asked, and I paid 180, but well, I paid a little bit less than 180. But these are double terminal crystal, and these are Tibetan crystal. These are not Herkimer diamonds, so they're not from Herkimer, New York. But look at this. Look at this little female crystal growing on that male crystal. Very, very important. Mother Nature. Look at another one. So here's the male crystal with like a skeletal formation, and then you've got that little tiny female crystal kind of growing into that. I just absolutely love Tibetan crystal, but you have to sell it for what it is. Don't sell Tibetan crystal as Herkimer diamonds, and don't sell Herkimer diamonds as Tibetan crystal. And look, it becomes a heart shape in my hand. That happened by a total mistake. I think you saw the preview that I did of the gem show when this turned into a pretzel. This, like, I put it in my hand and the necklace turned into a virtual pretzel. Okay, before I get distracted on story time, love my sign. I'm gonna leave my sign in the lightbox. Are you all having fun out there with this preview, this live epic preview? Now we got 100 people here. Let me put this out of the way. What do you guys want to see next? Do you want to see... let's do this tray next. I didn't even give you a chance to answer. Let's do this tray next. I don't know what my problem is. Does anyone out there know what my problem is? Well, don't answer that, because then I'll have to block you. So this is an incredible fire agate. I did buy this for myself. All right, I'm just going to be totally transparent and say, yeah, I bought this ring for myself. I did. I love the color. I love the mounting. I loved everything about it. It is slightly adjustable, very slightly adjustable, because the metal is so thick on this. This isn't that cheap and flimsy bull crap that we see. This is wonderful because it's so robust. So you can adjust that a little bit. I think it's currently at an 11. Did I really just have a full-on conversation with myself? Oh, Joshy, I love you. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining in. Almost goes down to a 13. Look at us go. 117 people here on a Sunday when this was not expected. Anyone that just joined in late, this is a live epic preview for our live jewelry sale on Tuesday, December 2nd, and it is hosted on bullyruncoffee. So please race over and get subscribed, and also race over and please get registered for the sale. You will not believe this one. I pulled out all the stops. We weren't on last week, and I'll tell you again, Wednesday was Friendsgiving. Let's see here. Wednesday was Friendsgiving. Thursday was, quote, day of rest, even though I worked from 7 a.m. until about 9 p.m. I had a local dealer come in. It was, well, he's a national dealer and a local dealer. Anyways, long story short, I had a sale, private. Then I went to Don Scott on Friday, National Antique Show, Don Scott, which I have an epic haul from. You won't believe what I find. Do you guys want to see a quick preview of one thing I found at Don Scott? If you want to see the one thing that I found that I'm nuts over, put the word epic in the chat. E-P-I-C, epic. Put the word epic in the chat while I get a drink. I'm so dried out right now. I'm like a prune. I'm like a big fat walking prune. You really want to, okay. You really want to preview. Now, this isn't going to be in the sale. I got to go across the house. Hold on. I'm almost back. All right. I don't know why people continue to watch my channel. I think I am difficult to watch. All right, here we go. You guys asked for a preview. Yeah, you won't believe this. This is not in the sale, so don't ask. Oh, Pistachio, I missed you more. That was so kind of you to say that you missed me. Well, I love you. I just absolutely, Kristen Roth, I know. My mom calls me out. Oh, look at her face. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my. Pistachio, I really do love you. I love you all equally. I don't, Ellie, I missed you too. Ellie, I think you're the person that I have stuff in my car, local, I think that's you from the library. Yeah, yeah. This is what dreams are made of. So that's going to make oh my God. Art Nouveau original Mississippi pearls and carved hardstone face. She belongs in a museum. She absolutely positively belongs in a museum, like museum grade. You know, when you say a museum piece or a book piece, or you get all crazy on terms and festivities, I just love her. Okay, enough. Let's go back to our preview because, oh my gosh. All right, so this is my fire agate ring. I bought it for myself. It's for sale. It's coming on Tuesday night. This cameo bracelet, I usually don't buy these, but these were exceptionally well done. You know, you see the cameos when they have the big, thick necks and they look like a lumberjack or a linebacker. These were very pretty and very well carved. And you know, sometimes they look like they were carved with a chainsaw by like, a child. But these are really these are really pretty. But you know, they don't have that big thick neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I've seen some ladies at the bar back in the day that, you know, by bar light they looked believable. You know what I'm talking about. Drag performers. But this, they don't look like that, you know? They're very pretty and it's in really great metal and well, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the ladies that are like, you go up to talk to them at the bar and you go, well, boy, aren't you pretty? And they go, thank you very much. And you're like, never mind. Her secret's out. You know what I'm saying? That's why they wear feather boas to cover their Adam's apple. All right. So this is, I don't know what the stone is. I got all distracted on my story, but you know what I'm saying? Like that, they're pretty, you know? I mean, you could still be pretty and be like shaped like a lumberjack, but I mean, you know, if you go to like rubber arm and be like, God, girl, you're pretty, and it's like all stubble, you know her secret. You know her secret. This, and I'm allowed to say that, this is Super 7. And these are gigantic Super 7. Now, I said to myself, before I get in more trouble, I said to myself, I think people are only here to watch me derail. I'm going to call Squeaky Cheese later, and she's not going to answer. She's going to go, no, I'm not doing it. I don't trust you anymore. So these are Super 7. If you're not familiar with Super 7, please go over and do some research because they're magnificent. And then, well, Joshy knows what I'm talking about. Joshy knows. These were 160, and you know I never show like what the prices are, but these were 160, and I bought all 6 strands, so I'm bringing 3 strands to the sale. So if you'd like some Super 7 in your life, why this is unusual is the color and the matrix in a lot of these stones are so epic on their own. They're like little outer space universes. Like every bead is so special. You know, when you buy a strand of beads and you find like 2 great beads on it? Well, these strands were loaded with like every great bead. There wasn't a dud on the strand. And this gentleman was in from China. His name is William. I love him so much. I kid him so bad. And he just laughs at me. You know, he thinks it's hilarious. But amethyst, rock crystal, and don't ask me the other 5 because I don't remember. But look at, oh my God, these are magnificent. So if you want a strand of Super 7, you will have to put a clasp on them yourself. And if these giant beads, which are incredibly rare, were not your speed or your size, I know, I'm laughing too, Sherry, then I bought the smaller versions. So if you're much more delicate and demure, if you're not a linebacker, if you're not a linebacker, with a 5 o'clock shadow, then you can totally go with like these smaller versions. I don't know what my problem is. I hope my mom's not watching. This is an antique bone. This is ox bone, antique ox bone necklace. And the animal was not claimed for this. They actually, they went green by using this. After the animal had passed, but that's completely carved. You can see the graining is bone. The graining in the beads is bone, probably bovine bone, more than likely. That's from the 20s and 30s. I won't deal in the other material that we don't mention on my channel. This is marcasite and sterling silver. Why I bought this is every marcasite was there. Appears that they are all little, in little settings. And this was a great size in sterling. This goes down to the 8. So if you're a size 8 and love dazzling marcasite, I made the exception and picked that ring up at the thrift. A pair of modernist earrings that I really love. I think they're incredible for sterling silver. I love them. And again, this is the preview for everyone just joining in, 122 people. This is the preview for our sale coming up on bullyruncoffee on YouTube, December 2nd at 7 p.m. Okay, so thank you again for joining in today. I know it was unexpected, 127 people. Please come over and join us at the Bully Run family. We have so much fun. We have some of the best people there. And we never have drama and garbage. It just doesn't happen. And I'm so grateful for it. Sterling silver and amber, very unusual modernist design, post and silicone and friction backs. I picked those up at Hartville this summer, the flea market. And then there's this, which is just great. A lot of people have asked for the three kind of compartment religious medals. And I said to myself, okay, sure. If I'm not keeping it, I'll definitely bring it on. And this one I was going to keep with the little icons on the inside, solid sterling silver. And I decided, no, it's okay. I love the roses on the outside. So you have that hidden compartment for religion on the inside. And this one, everyone had seen me pick it up at the thrift for like $8. Look at the quality of that labradorite. This is a very famous pendant. And you want to know why? 262,000 views on YouTube. Let me say it again. 262 real views. Thousand. That's 262,000. 250,000 views on this pendant. It was in the case. The lady pulled out the tray and I pointed at it and I go, I'll take that. And I go, how much is it? And it was $8. This is all sterling silver. From here down is sterling. This is silver plated. So I knew the chain was caca, garbage. That's just silver plated. But from here to here is solid sterling silver. I shouldn't sell this because this has got me almost famous on YouTube now. And I don't like the word famous. I can't stand it. But I didn't buy subscribers. I didn't buy bots. I didn't pay promotions. This pendant, by just me pointing at it at the thrift, got over a quarter of a million views on that pendant. And it was so funny because I wasn't going to do the video and I did. And I labor over my YouTube shorts. I labor over them, I make sure they're artist and artistry, and I set them to music, and I make sure that they're wonderful, and I tell my personal story, and then I just randomly point at this at the thrift, and it goes 250,000 views. I got 182 new subscribers from that video. Real subscribers, not paid for. Real subscribers. I couldn't believe that pendant did that. That's incredible. And then I have this is a tiger iron specimen. And I thought if people wanted to see the natural stone on tiger iron, and then when they cut across it, you would walk by that as like a pebble. You wouldn't pick that up. I wouldn't. And then they cut across it, and look at that tiger iron, the pyrite and tiger eye. Absolutely incredible matrix in that stone. Very affordable, by the way, for your gemstone people that love gemstones. Let's tell everyone that this is a jewelry preview. Let's put that back in there. How's everyone doing? I'm sorry I'm not watching the chat. I'm being a really bad host, aren't I? I'm probably being a terrible host. All right, let's do this one really. Ooh, don't go anywhere because I have 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have 4 more trays to go. Don't go anywhere. Rhinestones. Trifari with the original tag, sterling earrings, sterling silver and gemstone necklace, Victorian hat pins. Victorian hat pins. Ooh, what? Victorian hat pins. I went through my collection of Victorian hat pins and I realized I have far too many. These are all authentic. They were never altered. You'll see a lot of hat pins on YouTube and Etsy and blah, 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 and eBay, and they're like redone. These are all originals. These are Victorian. They're very long steel stems. Look at that glass stone in there. Very arts and crafts. And then this one was one of my favorites. You'll know why it was one of my favorites. Yes, please. I said, oh, yes, please. Absolutely. I do love the rhinestone one. I've always been a fan of, look at all those prong set rhinestones. And again, we sell everything as is. And now that I got kind of staunch about it, we haven't had a return. But please don't send this back and go, hey, this one stone is a little dark. And I'd say if you were from 1890, your stone would be a little dark. oh boy, I don't know. The things I say, I should have an app on my phone that censors everything I say. I don't know what this stone is, and I asked the seller. I said, "What is this stone?" And she said, "I don't know." And I said, "Well, you're selling it." And she goes, "I bought it because it was pretty." So this is a pretty stone. Doesn't that look like moth wings? Like, doesn't that look like moth's wings? Like, that would have been better as a moth. Like, cut that off and make a body and make those moth wings, right? Like I would do moth wings like a silver body. Anyways, garnet stones, those are garnet. And does anyone know what these are? I would guess an agate or a jasper. I would guess, but you'd have a GIA alumni come in and start lecturing everyone, and then I'd have to correct them. This is sterling silver. I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble again. Um, Modernist, fabulous, love it. Nickel, silver, and brass. Artist constructed, love, love, love it. It fits a 6-inch wrist. And I thought of keeping this, but Jason, uncensored. It's true. It's true. Oh, thank you guys. Now who, something, ba da 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 da. Let's see. Love your channel. You have an artist eye. Thank you so much. Look, absolutely incredible, incredible. Yes, please. Please and thank you. Yes, absolutely. Hopi sterling silver ring. This one is a size. I got it. See, I got to be clear on this preview. This one, look how great I'm doing. I'm staying focused. This is a 7. That's Hopi sterling silver, size 7. That's coming to Tuesday night sale. Do you want to see one of my favorite things from the Maria collection? This one. And the reason why is the fineness of this. Normally I won't buy beaded things. Let me get a, where's my bust at? Where did I put my bust? I know where my bust is. Where's my fake bust? Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know if I really like the word bust. I don't know if I like that. All right. There's the McDermott again. For anyone that missed the Mary Ellen McDermott, this was $4,000 in the late 1970s. All custom made by Mary Ellen McDermott. It's this incredible collar. So if you missed that, shame on you. Go back to the beginning part of this live preview. 142 people. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the right people are here. Sterling silver. And then look at the balance of this. So Maria wasn't going to ever sell this. And I had seen it on her years ago. Look at the balance of these random silver beads. Here and here and here and here. These are untreated coral. These are the smallest untreated coral I think I've ever seen. Look at the, not even 5 strands the width of my fingernail, and all completely hand polished. Coral. Look at the shell beads. These are the smallest and most ornate shell beads. Sterling silver findings, sterling silver cones. Let's come over here and go close up. I love doing these previews in the light box. Look at those natural turquoise. Uh-oh, someone got held for review. Hold on, let me go look. Oh, that's okay. I'm allowed to show that. That's okay, Rebecca. I got you. And then I think someone else got held. I don't know. All right. So look. For our live sale coming up on Tuesday night, one of the most epic. Can you all put in the chat, do you love this? Can you just put love or like or it's okay. Your bust is dirty. Isn't that just incredible? So that's coming to the sale on Tuesday. Do you all love this? I mean, I think I love this. I absolutely think I love this. So I think I do. You guys love it? Okay, well, so that's coming Tuesday night. I love it. Rhinestones, clip-ons, rhinestones, clip-ons, the mixed gemstone pendant in sterling, and this, rhinestones and fabulous, and glass, and incredible. That's probably going to be lotted with, I might put all 3 of these together. Maybe all 3 of that goes together. I'll decide on the lots later. And a beautiful garnet line bracelet. Who loves garnets out there? I do. It's my birthstone. Those are really beautiful. Sterling silver line bracelet. The Trifari pin with the original tag. I'll probably put that with something else. Who knows what I'm going to do? You never know what I'm going to do. I might make a lot of 5 things and really mess everybody up. Are y'all still here with me? Do you want to see my dendrites? My dendritic agates? Holy cow, what is going on? Besides, let me get a size on this ring really quick. This is a gold ring. This is synthetic ruby or synthetic pink sapphire, if you want to get completely crazy. Let's call it what it is. Synthetic corundum that is pink. There we go. The ruby and sapphire fight, just knock it off, okay? No one wants a lecture from GIA people. They don't want it. 6 1/4. That is synthetic pink corundum, absolutely gorgeous. That is a gold mounting. It is turn of the century. It's absolutely turn of the century, and I love this. Thank you all for staying focused on the fact that this is a preview for our sale coming up December 2nd at 7 p.m. Please stay focused on that fact, and please stay with me because you're not going to want to move a muscle. Pyrite. So I have other pyrite that I'm going to be selling. Understand this, when I went to the gem shop, I got to choose out of, I'll have to ask Jeremy, I got to choose out of, I would say, 400 to 500 pyrite. I bought 27 of the best specimens of pyrite. And I had first pick. They just wheeled the cart out, and I absolutely went ballistic. Now, what I was thinking of is for those people out there that don't know what to get someone, they call this fool's gold. Well, doesn't it look like fancy coal? I'm going to try and get little cloth bags, like little linen or cloth cotton bags, and then we can sell little satchels of coal. I only have, let me make sure I tell you right, I have 7 for this sale. 7 for this sale, and then I have 20 left. Look at this version. I picked out the best formations. Are you guys loving this? I just, pyrite doesn't do it for me, but when pyrite looks like this and when pyrite does that to the light, I go, oh my God. I said to Jeremy, go get a cart. And I got into a trance. I got into this like big trance, and wait to see the other ones. Wait, hold on. You guys want to be wowed by pyrite? Do you want to be wowed? Look at this one off camera. Off camera, what on God's green earth is going on? Pyrite is not an expensive stone, but it starts to get expensive when you get gem grade specimens like this. And I only bought 27 of 600. I was very selective, and I put 2 back. So someone would say, well, did you buy all of what they had? And I'd say, I bought about 0.01% of the total. These are the dendritic agate pendants. All of them are hand cut, hand set in sterling silver, completely handmade. These are not from Whatnot. They are not from Etsy. I buy them from a lady that has all of this hand done, hand selected stones. She only buys the best. And I brought on 6 of, I think I bought 13. No, I bought 11. And these are the 11. I think I have 5 coming into the next sale, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to keep them local. I have 2 local shows. I have one on the December 13th. December 13th and December something. I have 2 local shows, and I do need inventory for my shows. And let me tell you again, and I'm going to be truthful, I show all of you first. I show all of you these items first. Look at those landscapes that look like tiny trees. That is a fire opal. This one is sterling silver on the end. Look how that looks like a frosty sky. Don't these look like miniature landscapes? I picked her best of her best of her best. Look at this one. Look at that tiny little tree that looks so realistic in solid sterling silver. And look at this one with the garnet up at the top here. Look at that one with that garnet. I wish I could get them in closer. You get the drill. Wait till you see these up close. You'll freak out when you see those up close in the light box. So those are the only ones I have. So make your list, check it twice, and try for the one that you want the most, and have a backup, because I don't think those are going to last at the sale. Now I'm going to show you these cufflinks that are upside down. Let me show you these cufflinks. So I'm going to sell these in groupings of 2. These are all vintage men's cufflinks. And so many of you have said, I need gift ideas for my gentlemen. This is Mark Vance's sterling silver cufflink collection. These are opal down here, agate, sterling silver Mexican, wonderful wooden faces in huge sterling silver mountings, beautiful onyx, possibly black star sapphire, but I'll have to do some research on that because the star is pretty pronounced on those. There's other stones that's dark that do star. Wonderful Japanese or Chinese, the intaglio sterling, and these wonderful modernist cufflinks. A wonderful collection, so we'll probably sell those in duos or pairs. Showed you the gold ring already. I did the homework on that. This is the other special exclamation point of the sale. Only 140 people here to see this. This is by Mark Vance. This was made in 1973. Yes, here is his original label. I'll cover up the price in the corner because I don't give anyone, the inside track. Pendant, sterling silver, mixed metal, signed, and it's 1973. 1973. Mark Vance made this. These are all mixed metals. He is a master. Mark is in museums. If you want to see one of his pieces of art glass that he made in the 70s, Mark Edward Vance signed right on the corner. I do have one in my personal collection. It's mixed metals, and I absolutely love it. And look at the sterling silver chain that he selected in the 70s. That kind of either mariner link or that anchor style chain link, whatever you want to call it. Look at the way he mixed these metals. Absolutely mixed metals and then engraved across the surface. Absolutely incredible. Can you please say where your shows will be? Sure, but not right now. So absolutely yes. And Elizabeth, if you email Jeremy, there is a website that the sale is listed on, and you are most welcome to come. Lorain County, that's close, honey. So yes, absolutely, you may attend my local shows. The 13th will be in. Let me just tell you this. It'll be in the Montrose / Fairlawn area. And I had been to there before. This is blue tiger eye, one of the finest I've ever seen. I don't like tiger eye because I always say it looks like a molded fart. Oh, I don't know what my problem is. I don't like tiger eye because you look at it and it's like, it's like if tiger eye could speak, it would say, this is sterling silver and absolutely magnificent. I really down deep absolutely love this. This is cut on both sides to give that bend in the stone. See how it bends the light? It almost looks like petersite. You're exactly correct. But where's my petersite at? Oh, it's upstairs. I wore my petersite pendant last week, but I put it upstairs. But yeah, that's blue and brown tiger eye. I love this. Yeah, that's what I said. Yep, it's true. Because it looks like, I don't know, it looks like a turd, but not that one. Amethyst, 14 karat gold, Mark Vance, Titech. Wonderful. So if you have a gentleman who's born in February, or let's say you're the lady and he wants to wear something to remind him of you, and you're born in February, this is a great gift idea for the gentleman in your life. And then a huge bag of cufflinks. Don't ask. Haven't been through them. I'll probably sell this as a lot. But they're all matched up. And there's a lot of modern ones in here. The wraparounds. I see a carved Mexican face. You know how I feel about those. Look at that face. It just looks angry. It looks angry because there's 9 million of them in the world. That's why it looks so mad. People are like, I like those. And I said, well, that's fine. You can like whatever. I don't like them. I don't like them. I actually can't stand them. All right, here we go. Now, let me put this down here. And let me, please remember, go over to Bully Run Coffee to get registered. Oh, do you guys want to see some paperweights that I'm selling? What just happened? Are you kidding me? And absolutely no way. So these are out of my collection. I bought these for myself, and this is Venetian. This is one of my finest Venetian that I have left. Controlled bubble on the bottom, sheared and polished on the bottom. Murano, Venetian. Absolutely love this weight. It looks like flowers underwater and that controlled bubble at the bottom. Totally, absolutely love it. Incredible, incredible, absolutely gorgeous. Now this one has a little tiny, the light box almost went over again. Can you imagine if I knocked the whole light box over and you're staring up my nose? Oh, that would be like the best feed ever. Because then my competition would say, did you see his messy feed today? He put the camera up his nose. It does have a bruise. That is, you can't feel it, but it has a little bruise. It's okay. This is Dina glass. M and then Dina. Please look it up. Sheared and polished bottom. These two are very early. These are paperweights, so you pick them up by that. But look at the trails of color. I love it, love it, love it. I might sell these two together. This one is fairly perfect. I might sell these two together. I don't think this has, this one might have a little tiny bruise there. Let me look. Hold on. I need to look close. Nope, no bruise there. Hold on. Un momento, por favor. No bruise. Nope. Okay, no bruises. There's the script signature, and there is the rest of this incredible paperweight. So these two will probably sell together. And then the Queen Mother. This is Eckholt, and you know how I feel about Eckholt. Normally, I'm 85% sure that I would not sell this. I would not sell this. This would be like a no. This would just be an absolute no. Guess what? It's an absolute yes. Look at this for an occult. It is the biggest and finest occult I've seen. I have many in my collection. I think I have now up to 20 or 22 Robert occult paperweights. Look at trapped air in there. See the trapped air bubbles and then this veil of aurora borealis that runs through there in this electric coil that then wraps through where the air is. This is one of the most complex Robert occult I've ever seen. And then look how he furthered it. He said, I'm going to put that line of bubbles through this to add another element to the inside of this paperweight. It's in magnificent condition. It is signed occult on the bottom, and it is probably dated 1993. 1993 occult. That is an early, magnificent, large occult paperweight. Love it. Okay. All right. No one went crazy for the paperweights. That's okay. Not a problem. Let's go back to jewelry. Let's do this. Oh, I'm going to really freak everybody out. You ready for this one? Here's another tray. Then we only have one more tray. I do have bundles, but I don't know if you guys want to see bundles. I don't think you want to see bundles. I think you just want to see the one-offs. Dragon's Breath, solid sterling silver, Navajo Dragon's Breath, wonderful condition. Smaller size finger, which would be technically, I think I've given all the sizes in the rings. Have I done it all, guys? Have I given you all the sizes? This is a size 6. Size 6 loaded with blue veils in that electric purple on the base. A little bit of wear to the glass, but not nearly as bad. Yeah. So this is great. I don't remember. What did I say for size? That's a 6. That is a size 6. Navajo, and I'll tell you what, one of the best Dragon's Breath. All right, so there's that one. Now, let's go to, oh, gee whiz. I talked about pyrite. Here's another one. What in the heck? If you're looking for gift ideas, wait to see the prices on these pyrites. You will say you've completely lost it, and I'll say, no, I bought them right. You're going to buy them right. Look at that one, and I think that one sets up like this. I think that one sets up like a tower. That's incredible. That is absolutely an incredible specimen. There is this one, and this also sets up like that. Let's see. Stop by to say hi. Oh, Bonnie, thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you stopping by. Bonnie Zimlich, I love you. I absolutely love you. I've never met you in real life, but I want to someday. I would love to meet you, Bonnie. Thank you for all that you do. And thank our mutual friends online as well. Thank them for what they've done. Bonnie, they're amazing. And you are too, my sweet friend. I love you, Bonnie. Thank you so much for stopping. Look at this one. Pyrite, again. Another magnificent pyrite. Absolutely stunning. So do you see why I picked these? I only picked 20, I think it was 27 of hundreds. I think like 600 or more. Jeremy would probably say that there was more. You know, he has a better concept of numbers. Numbers in my brain don't work. Just doesn't. This is a size 9. Anora pearl, black spinel, and bronze. Very unusual. I loved the end result. Size 9. Absolutely incredible Anora size 9. I really, truly love that one. Now, for crosses, someone had said, can you bring on some sterling silver crosses? I said, not a problem. We had one like this several months ago. Solid sterling silver. I'll get the solder joints cleaned up in there. Just a little bit of oxidation. Solid sterling silver and gem grade moonstone. Solid sterling. Just a remnant of a price tag on the back. And I did buy this at Hartville Flea Market. I love the gradation of those spheres and beads. And look at this one. Now, I'm going to test the metal on this. I do not trust this to be sterling. It is on a sterling silver box chain, but look at that peacock glass. That bluish, electric bluish green cabochon. I bought it based on those glass hunks. That dichroic, amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, then we've got this abstract sterling silver brooch, very modern, very simplistic. That's coming to the Tuesday sale. Thank you guys. You got me to 100 thumbs up. If you're coming in late, could you please continue to hit that thumbs up when you come in? It will help push this video out. And again, we don't ever do previews live. This is the first time. And someone said, you sure have a lot of courage. And I said, why is that? And they said, you are willing to try so many different things. And I said, well, unlike other channels and unlike other sellers, I've had 30 years of experience, and it's a great honor to be able to do things differently. And I appreciate your support in our adventures on YouTube and our adventures in real life. Magnificent, gorgeous gemstones, mixed metals, sterling silver, and copper. They could be Robert Lee Morris. I didn't look at them. They probably are. This is incredible. This is appears to be Zuni. I think we are fully script signed. Yes, we are. And it is Zuni. I don't know why I had to guess. Let's see here. I do not know the signature. I will have to look this up. It looks like it ends in YOS, and it is script signed Zuni. One of the best inlaid. I found this local. I'm blanking out. I think this was Hartville Flea Market. Look at that Zuni inlay. You've got natural turquoise, mother of pearl, jet or onyx, coral, and so beautifully inlaid. And look at the side medallions. Very large scale for one of these. These are normally much, much smaller, but I love this handmade chain. Absolutely magnificent. True paperclip chain, not the 3+1 that everyone else calls paperclip, but that is a true paperclip chain that now just got stuck on this brooch. I'm glad it helped me out because I was going to talk about this next. Sterling silver and gold wash, genuine amethyst brooch from the 40s. Probably Simetelic would be my guess on that one. Or Vandel, I'm not sure, but there you go. Beautiful 40s design with amethyst. And look at, I just can't get over this. Great size, great craft, wearability, perfect for you or for a gift, and every piece of inlay is very carefully put in. Please be careful when buying Native American jewelry online. Please do your research, be careful, be mindful of what you're buying. Totally authentic, totally fabulous, absolutely worth every penny of what I'm going to ask for it. And I'll probably be 1/3 of what it's worth, like usual. Lapis, cabochon, all artist made, mixed metals, copper, and sterling silver on a snake chain. Absolutely gorgeous artistry. And like always, I try and pick the unusual and artistic made pieces. Everything sourced in person. Everything I touch sourced in person. How in the heck can you buy online and then, not know if it's not in your hands? It's ridiculous. This is, I believe, Bow Sterling. I know it's sterling silver. I think it's by Bow. I've had it before. It always sells out. Gorgeous butterfly in wonderful size and condition. Hello, everyone. Just joining in. Art glass, fabulous, wonderful. Love the step down bail. Silver plated, but look at that. Absolutely wonderful. Really, really a beautiful thing. Truly, truly beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the back of it. Hematite beads that are throw on and go. Great gift idea. Very affordable. I brought out amazing treasures so that you all have something affordable to give as gift ideas. And I talked with Jeremy. We double checked, and through the post office ground, supposedly as long as it's sent by December 17th, it will get there before Christmas. We'll double check that information because I think next week's sale is going to be really based on gift ideas. Speaking of gift ideas, the Spelter hands we sold out at the last sale. I was only able to get 7 more. These are from the 80s. They are old new stock. These are not new. These are from the late 80s. I bought them at Uniques and Antiques in Willoughby, Ohio. I bought every single one that I could find that was in good condition. I only wound up with 7 more. These sold out at the last sale. If you got one of these, please leave it down in the comment section below, and please let everyone know how much you love them, because that's a great size, and the Victorian hand with the rose has everything to do with love and friendship. So I thought that was a wonderful gift idea. Highly affordable. Those will sell out again, I hope. Bakelite and fabulous. Is the chat still going, guys? Is my chat frozen? I think my chat might be frozen. Let me look. It's like no one's saying anything. I think everyone's terrified of me. Oh, look, there's some water. Water break. Uh, okay, everyone's still here. All right, let's do this. Sterling silver, mother of pearl, fabulous. Wonderful cuff bracelet, size 7 inch wrist, sterling silver, mother of pearl, gorgeous. Absolutely love it. Love it. Wearable sculpture. 2 compartment expansion bracelets. Everyone has asked for these and said, please bring on the expansion bracelets. I did one better. Both of these are lockets. So you open it this way, and there are people on the inside. Very handsome fellow and a very beautiful woman. Sweethearts, you can tell through and through. I always sell these with the occupants just because I feel it's a great honor to be able to have someone in there. What I would recommend is if you don't like that, please don't throw them away because that's not very nice. Please just put your photos over those and just leave those photos behind because I don't think they should be thrown away. And I believe that is a military insignia as well. I'm not sure which. Maybe it's Air Force. I'm not exactly sure, but these are old expansion bracelets, lockets, and I believe that this one opens as well. This one is like the sweetheart version. It has the little heart on the front of it. Let's see if I can get into this without getting frustrated. Yes, and we have 2 more people. Maybe it's the same couple, later in life, or that's him and his mom. I'm not sure. I don't know the story there, but it's fitter rings are there, the compartments are there, and I just think that they should be honored for. I just would feel very strange throwing away someone's photograph. I think it's rude. This is Bakelite. It does have the iridized wash, which is infrequently seen, but that's original. That's a resin wash that goes over the surface of carved green Bakelite. I love it from the 40s. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Someone called me an empath the other day, and I just kind of freaked out because I'm like, I don't know. It's not that I don't like the term. I just think that we all are born with a skill, and some of us learn not to use it. I don't know why, but this is signed by the artist 925, sterling silver and what appears to be a gorgeous turquoise stone. Again, I'll make sure that's not howlite, but I don't think that that one is. I think that that is true turquoise. Might be color altered. Not exactly sure. This was great. This was a pickup at the oh my gosh, where was I with Gail? I found this in the video. Oh, what was the title of the video? We're trying to find Fairyland or something like that. So if you go to my videos and you type in Fairyland in the search box, you'll be able to find the video. I was in Oberlin, Ohio, and I got this wonderful, wonderful cuff bracelet. Very vintage, late 1950s with this metal overlay, rhinestone eyes, the dragons, the pagoda, the moody sky, the clouds. I love this cuff bracelet. Very fun, very cool. This had made a video. I think this is Carolyn Pollock. It's sterling silver and it's epic. This is an incredible sterling silver chain. And let's go in close on the detail. Thank you all so much for joining in. I really appreciate it. I see a lot of friends piling in at the last minute. Please go back and watch this. This is the preview for our sale for this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. We never, ever, ever do a live feed preview. So it'll be interesting to see how the turnout goes. We wanted to try something new. We wanted to increase the viewership. Normally, these previews are done on Jeremy's channel. And I'll be honest, he was very, very busy today. And I said, Jeremy, I got this. I got us. I got this. I'm going to carve out the time. And again, I did the Don Scott Antique Show Black Friday. I shopped the Heart of Ohio on the way home Friday. I was gone all day yesterday. Today is Sunday. And I've been working on my coming sale that's local here on the 13th, Montrose, Fair Lawn area in Ohio. If you want to stop by, a lot of viewers and friends stopped by at the last pop-up, which I did in Hartville, Ohio, last weekend on Saturday. It was awesome. I had such a great time. I met a lot of new people. There was a lady, Marie, that came from, she came from Canal Fulton. So Marie, if you're watching this, I don't know why you wanted to meet me on your birthday, but thank you so much. You were such a pleasure, and your husband was a delight. Your husband was absolutely a delight. He was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. When you have rock and roll, whatever. It's when you have a stone-like schedule, like you've got 8 million things. I've said I'm a full-time reseller. It's truthful. I had a tablet chipped with directions of what to do. And yes, I carved time out of my schedule to make sure that I was able to do this. Otherwise we have no preview for Tuesday. I don't think it's advisable to do a sale, any sale, without a preview. I would never do that to a client, a consigner. Can you imagine consigning with someone and not having them do a preview? Would you ever use them again? I wouldn't. That's my opinion. That's in my experience, and it's my channel, and it's my voice, and I'll say what I want. Enamel rhinestone, fabulous costume. Absolutely love it. Vintage, sterling silver, and signed. I don't remember if it's Denmark or Norway. I don't remember. One tiny little hairline in the enamel up there. Sterling silver brooch and sterling silver earrings, and these are post earrings. Sterling silver enamel, fabulous for the fall time. If you get one of the dendritic agate pendants, consider pairing those with the agate pendants. A rhinestone set that I put together. This is probably by Beau Jules or Judy Lee. I don't remember. I don't think it's signed. Riveted Construction, Beau Jules or Judy Lee, and these are Weiss. So I actually put together a set that wasn't really a set, but I thought, gosh, that looks great together. That looks magnificent together. I loved it. And after all, your brooch is going to be down here and your earrings are up here. Who's going to say, by the way, that doesn't match? And I'd say, it's close enough. Are you kidding me? All right. So there's that. Garnet beads. Garnet beads that are magnificent. I'm going to unplug my phone finally. I think I'm at a full charge. Knocked over 12 things in the background. Okay, there's the garnet beads. And if you're wondering, where are all these magnificent pieces going to be? It's going to be for our live sale, December 2nd at 7 p.m. Please go over and register on bullyruncoffee. That would be wonderful. And I so appreciate you joining in. I cannot tell you how grateful we are. Mark Vance pendant. Mark Vance pendant. This is a one-of-a-kind Mark Vance pendant. He made this in the late 1970s, and this is wood and found object. And yes, he signed up here. Found object necklace by Mark Vance. So you'll get the case. You'll get this case, the Riker mount, and look at that for wood. Wooden and just wonderful found object pendant that he did. And it has these long tassels that go down the back with these industrial finials that kind of go down the back of that on that card. Wonderful found object art. I do have linen napkins that are coming to the sale. I believe it's a set of 6 Madeira. Let me take a look and see if these are the Madeira ones. So the box is very, very old. And it's like linen lined. And I think this might be like what they kind of look like. Or maybe it was like this, and like back in the day, they were like $135. And now they're worth, like a nickel. But look at the large size of these linen napkins and all that needle lace. All this gorgeous needle lace. And look at the netting on the ends. When linen were pure linen, look at that needle lace, they're very large too. But I think this is a set of 6. Let me make sure I tell you right. Don't want to mislead you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6, and they're all matching. And they're all in gorgeous condition in their old box with lined with tissue. I think I had given those to my mom for like a Thanksgiving, like a long time ago. And she decided not to use them, and she gave them back. And yeah, it's from, look, here's the box. It's all tattered, but it's like an old box with that like kind of water kind of, water staining paper, and the Halleys brothers in the corner. Anyways, paperweights, hat pins, sterling silver, 14 karat gold, cufflinks, pyrite, garnets, rhinestone, sterling, designer. I'm missing something out on my desk. Oh, bundles. But no one wanted to see the bundles. Bundles. Look at this. Look at this amber rose. It was broken, but look at that amber rose. Yes, to the bundles. Yes. An amber rose that big. It had been broken, and someone ran this through here, but that's all on amber beads. This is genuine amber. Absolutely not plastic. And that's amber beads and stone beads. And there's a smaller version that they space with like gold filled beads. So that's pretty epic. Oh, who likes art glass? Anybody? Anybody like art glass? Or let me grab another bundle. Look at this one. Yep. Art glass. handmade art glass beads. Everything I touch, it has to be artistry. It has to be pure artistry to come to one of my sales. I just will not buy. I just will not buy just to buy. I don't buy just to fill a sale. I just am not going to do it. No way. Too much of that going on. I'm not doing it. Not interested. Let me see where did my other bundles go? Someone said they wanted to see bundles, but now I don't know where they went. Let me go halfway across the house and find some bundles. Let me go look. Oh, bundles, bundles. See, I don't even know if we have enough room in the sale to do bundles, but I think we're going to do it anyway. My problem is, why am I screaming? Oh, I know I'm going to knock that over. If you hear a tray fall in the background, don't say I told you so. So this is going to be one great big bundle. There's another one somewhere. Let me look. Hold on, there's an epic bundle somewhere. Where in the world would my bundles be? That sounds like the title of a song. Let's see here. Well, that's not a bundle. That's not a bundle. You know what's really weird? I had like a really cool bundle out that I wanted to show all of you. Oh, look at this. So I don't know what my problem is. Oh, you love when I scream? I don't know. Well, I never not screaming. Is this one art company? It is. And then people go, it's Arthur Pepper. And I look at my friend Linda, who's been in the business for like ever. And she's like, if I hear Arthur Pepper one more time. And I said, I know. You don't have to tell me about it. Sterling silver thimble. This is going to sell separate. Yeah, I'm not selling that in the bundle. That's getting sold separate. That's going on my tray. That's too important. That's not a bundle. Maybe these will sell. I don't know what to do. All right, I don't know. That might be broken up into smaller lots. I don't know. This one's going to sell as a bundle, and you want to know why? Can I show you guys a secret? You guys want to know a secret? I don't know what, I have a list of problems, but at least I admit it. Other people come on here and they go, I'm perfect. And I go, no, you're not. You're a wreck. You just don't know it. No one's told you you're an absolute friggin' mess, Then they come on here and then they say like, it's everyone else's fault. No, it's not. I couldn't get this untangled. So I'll just be honest with you all. I got what's called, quote, pissed off. I got really pissed off. I don't get angry very quickly. I really don't. I don't get frustrated. This pissed me off. I couldn't get this untangled, so I'm selling this as a bundle. I'm selling this whole thing as a bundle. And it's hilarious because I said to myself, if I take the time to untangle this, I think there's only one earring, by the way. I think there's just the one earring. I got really angry. And you know what? Other people won't admit when they're wrong. They come out and they go, I'm perfect. Oh, Zen and everything. Zen, rainbow, unicorns, glitter, bullshit. I got really mad. I just got so pissed and I'm selling it like this. I have no shame in my game. Either I would sell it like this or I would just like donate it. But I was angry. Oh yeah. I don't untangle. I used to. I don't do it. I just get pissed. This is an artist-made piece that was super cool that I should have untangled, signed, made out of like a Victorian button and then shell and then something. I don't know. But this whole thing, look at it. Look at this. I would just yank this apart and break everything. Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. And look at the dust in that. Oh, but look at that stone. See, oh, Jesus. A bolo. I should have separated that one out. I don't know what this thing is, but it's pretty cool. Art glass that I would sell separate. Don't know what this locket is. Didn't really care. Have no idea. I sure hope there's like nobody in there. I sure hope that's not for like cremains or something. Can you imagine if that's for cremains? Uh-oh, it might be. Hold on. If that's for cremains, then I gotta go bury this in my backyard. My neighbors are gonna watch me. God has you. Oh no. Do I have to open this? Oh, holy heck. You know what? I think that has ashes in it. Oh, holy heck. See, I think that does. Is that for ashes, guys? Well, okay. So, I don't know what to do with this. What should I do with this, you guys? This unscrews and there's probably ashes in there. It looks like it. All right, let me be respectful. Hold on. So this isn't going to come in this bundle. Oh, man. See, now I have to... God wants me to untangle this. Do you guys dare me to untangle this on live thing? Will you be upset if I swear? Well, I mean, I've already sworn 9 million times on my channel, but would you be upset if I swear? I don't think I'm ever going to get a Disney promotion on my channel. Do you guys, I think you guys should petition Disney to see if I could get, can you guys petition Disney to see if I could get a promotion like on YouTube, like so I don't have to pay for a promotion, and then I can get like chat bots that come into my lives and actually make it look like I have more subscribers than I do. Would you guys watch me if I bought subscribers? Probably not. Let's see here. I don't think I can get this out of here. I might get really angry because the F-bomb's coming pretty soon. But this is someone's ashes, I think. You know what? Why didn't I do this off camera when I thought I found this the other day? I should have done this off camera. Oh, I'm going to get really mad. It's coming. Do you guys... Yeah, I know. Do you guys want to know a secret? I get really pissed really quick. I get angry. I just get angry on certain things, but I'm not supposed to talk about it, you know? But those days are gone. I'm going to tell you everything on my channel. I think that's the one thing I was disappointed in. Do you guys want to know what I've learned in 2 years on YouTube? Should I do a video on my 2 years on YouTube to tell you what I've learned? Tell you what I've learned about myself, but also about other people. Do you guys want me to do like a tell-all? It would be epic. Do you guys want to tell all? You really want to tell all? Oh, boy. I'd have to name call. I would. Yeah, I would. All right, let's see here. I got it. Okay. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I think I just had a full-on battle with myself. Oh my gosh, I got it. Okay. Now guess what? Oh, look, and it came off the chain. See, I should have just left the chain in there. I think this is someone's ashes. Hold on. But then I'd have to figure out what do I do. But see, I bought this bundle at Hartville, and it was a dealer, and I bet you this is someone's cremations. Boy, oh boy, there's no information on this. This has got to be for, yeah, because this unscrews everybody. Hold on. Yeah, it unscrews. So there is someone's cremains in there. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to figure out what to do with this. Yeah, this has got to, I have to deal with that. Okay, sorry. And now I'm emotional because maybe they didn't have family to like pass it to. And then look, this fell out of there. I don't know what that is. Oh, I love the little Lipton tea thingy. All right, so the rest of the bundle is going as a bundle. I can't believe I spent 2 hours untangling that. And look at the light box. Look how dusty all that was. Oh, please don't tell me that that's someone. Oh boy, with my luck, it probably is. All right, so let's do this. Let's pause a moment and become zen. I don't know what's happening. Let me get a Swenson's napkin. Do you guys have Swenson's where you live? Anyone out there? Do you, ladies and gentlemen, have Swenson's out there? Do you have Swenson's? I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's from the bolo tie. That's from the bolo tie. Or maybe it's pepper. Okay. Do you guys have Swenson's out there? You do? You really do? Yeah. You know what? I am going to do that. I'm going to read that. I'm going to read the chat back, and I'm going to do what you guys said. I think it's a great idea. Okay, there we go. Now, here's another bundle. It's like beads, stone beads, turquoise, wooden beads, and there's like a sterling necklace in there too. So that's another bundle for Tuesday night. Again, anyone that came in late, let's zoom in so I can stop screaming in your face. The sale is live December 2nd at 7 p.m. Usually we do not do previews live like this. We do the previews on Jeremy's channel, but because we ran out of time, this is the best that we could come up with. So I really hope that it works. I hope that everybody that comes to our sales is able to see this. I will have Jeremy share it out on his channel, and I will put it up in my community post as well. If you all could help us out and share it with someone new and welcome someone new into our sales, that would be wonderful. We'd really appreciate it. And for everyone out there that wants to register for the sales, please go over to bullyruncoffee. That is the website. Scroll down where you see the coffee beans in the background and fill out that information. that would be wonderful. Vintage Life, hi, my sweet friend. And that is hilarious. I think I think I did a pretty good job. So, thank you, Sherry. Does anyone have any questions out there, or comments, or helpful hints, or whatever? Does anyone have any questions? Because I'm here for you. Vintage Life, I think you're amazing. I love you. So, and if you guys aren't familiar with Vintage Life on Whatnot, please go over and please watch her on Whatnot. She's great. So she is wonderful. And she's friends with Kate, Follow That Bug. So if you get over to Kate, Follow That Bug, Vintage Life mods for Kate, and then you can kind of, follow her through going to Kate's channel. Okay. So, I know, right, Kristen? That was a little bit weird. I guess the other day when I saw that, I should have just known better and took it out of there. Sometimes I've found things like that, and I do emotionally deal with them. So yes, thank you so much for that. And the occupants and the lockets, it's the same way. I want to keep them safe and loved. That's all. So, oh, you just discovered Follow That Bug. Kristen Roth, she's amazing. I got a chance to meet her. If you haven't seen the video, Jacob at Heart of Ohio, he did a video on his channel, and Kate was on with him, and she gave me like a major shout out on his channel. Oh, okay. What is the best glue for a vintage Colette bracelet stone? I don't know what that means. What is the best glue for a vintage Colette bracelet stone? Huh. I'm confused by your question. But I use a water-soluble wood glue to replace my rhinestones, if that's what you're asking. And I am going to do a video on it. And the reason why I hadn't done a video yet is because people on like Facebook or whatever it's called now, I don't go on those places because I'd want to fight with everybody. I know my limits as a human, and so I avoid all that, but I use a water-soluble wood glue for my rhinestones. So they could be redone as glues and epoxies become more, what do I say, more advanced. You would want to use something that you could undo your repairs with. And water soluble is the best way to go. Karen and I love the Tiffany piece we bought from you. It's on our mantle. David Bergheimer, you bought the Tiffany vase that was from the Cancer Discovery Shop, from the American Cancer Discovery Shop. They were so grateful for that donation. My friend Anne was like just amazed at the amount of money we were able to bring in. So thank you so much for buying that. You were amazing. Absolutely amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So Jeremy, Jason, and Jeremy, and all blessings to you. See you all soon. Oh, I love you. Yes, you did, David. It was amazing. You know what? Sometimes all glues turn yellow, so that's a whole nother thing. I don't want to fight with people, but yes, the glue will turn yellow. Absolutely. Yeah. But if you use it the correct way, then you don't see the glue. So what's the difference? If you don't glob it on there, like everyone just globs stuff on, if you don't glob it on there, it doesn't matter if it turns yellow. It does not. Do you have anything about the 3 diamond, ruby, sapphire, emerald ring, carat? Huh? What's that about? I'm sorry. Diamond, ruby, sapphire, emerald, tulip ring. I don't know what you're asking about because that ring sold. So I don't know what you're asking about. That ring is long gone and sold. So yes. Yeah, all glue turns yellow. But when they advertise that glue doesn't turn yellow. And then, well, anyways, there's other people out there with other opinions, and they're like a-holes. You know what I'm saying? An opinion's like an a-hole. We all have them. I use water-soluble wood glue. I'm going to go over this one more time. I have restored rhinestone jewelry for 30 years. Okay. I have done it the right way. I don't need someone to correct me. I use a very small amount of water-soluble wood glue. It is basically what they would have used way back in the day. So it's historically correct. And you need to use a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of glue. The reason why this whole, like, people say E6000, E8000, I don't care, go bite yourself. It doesn't matter. I don't use it. Please do not use super glue. Please do not use certain epoxies. Please do not. I will cover this in another video. I'm not going to do it now. And I'll show you, okay, for example, I had a rhinestone brooch out on my desk. I don't want to do this now because I know people are going to come for me and I'll have to correct them. Because I love when people come for me because then I get a chance to correct them. Now, where is my glue? Let me see if I have a rhinestone brooch. Okay, so for example, let me grab this one. This needs a whole bunch of restorations on it, like a pile of restorations. Okay, I've done this before live and it went perfectly well. So why not do it again? Okay, this I don't know where the stone is. This has a missing stone up here, Rivoli, and it's got missing greenstones here. It's Hollycraft. It's vintage. And see this glue that was originally there. So do glues turn color? Hello, historically, all glues turn color. Okay, like let's not go there about this. I use a glue that doesn't yellow. Yeah, my asshole. You know, your glue is going to yellow. I can guarantee it. I used glue in the 80s. Late 80s that wasn't supposed to yellow, it has yellowed. I used glue in the 90s that wasn't supposed to yellow, it yellowed. I used glue in 2009 that said it doesn't yellow and it's already yellow. Okay, so glues will yellow. That's it. I'm not going to do a repair. I'm getting pissed. So this was a preview for our sale coming up on Tuesday, December 2nd, 7 p.m. Absolutely fabulous. I'm so excited. You're exactly correct. Super glue is atrocious. I will, Michelle. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. But if you go back to David, I showed you those. I will tell them Vintage Life. I always do. That's why, you know, I'd rather say it than be passive aggressive and not say it. There's other people that don't say it and then they get pissed off behind camera. I'll just tell you up to your face. I'll just go, okay, this is the truth. This is how it is. And you know, you have these Facebook forums that they just like to bitch at everybody, you know? They like to tear everybody apart. And don't get me started on Reddit bullshit, you know, because that's a whole nother bullshit thing. Because that's trash, you know? That's totally trash too. I will defend myself. Come to my corner of the internet and come for me. I will defend myself. You got no problem there. Where is my... Okay, let me look. And David, that's a great question. So let me show you like one of my rhinestone repair bins. I didn't know I was going to do this. I thought we were doing a preview. The preview's done. Come over to the sale and see us on Tuesday night. And if you don't like me, it's okay. You don't have to like me. Just come buy my stuff. This is rhinestone stuff that's vintage. And then do you want to see like... So I've been doing this for 30 years, and this is one probably... This is one of like probably 11 boxes. And then if you want to talk about like salvage pieces, I mean, we could just keep going and going and going for like, you want to talk about vintage rhinestones and repair and restoration. You want to talk about things that you need for parts, unusual colored stones. You want to talk about half pearls that don't exist anymore. You want to talk about pieces, parts, and components. I find these pieces and then salvage them. This is one of my treasure chests. Look at these little black star sapphire. Look at these tiny little seed pearls. And look at all these little opals and coral and seed pearls and Victorian and a dragon's breath that was the top was broken off that I rescued, to make into a ring or a pendant. Tiny coral, amethyst, pearls. Lapis. Look at this gold brooch. It had the little teeny tiny natural half pearls. Solid gold. I've been at this 30 years. So that's where I find my stones is 30 years of an archive of constant repairs. I have repaired for museums. I have repaired for collections. I've repaired for national and international dealers. Old clasps, Mississippi River pearl, platinum pendant, diamond there, a little Victorian tassel, Victorian gold drop. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're so lovely, charming, fresh, and enjoyable. Thank you so much, lady. Lady and Thema something Cornelia. Hello, Jason. First catching you live. Something. Great. Thank you so much for being here. Sometimes by broken a craft. Exactly. Should have known after 30 years. Yeah, okay. So hold on, I'm not done. And then this one, but like when I went to an estate sale and they were selling like the dealers, like, pieces and parts and components, I said to myself, okay, I'm in. And, people would say, well, you're not very organized. And I would say, if you ask me where my stone is, I will find it. Now, there's a whole nother box. Do you guys believe me that there's like another, probably just in this one box, there's probably another 8 million pieces? Well, hold on. I'll just show you. Hold on. Just stay put. I'll just dig these out. Let me show you the handfuls of what I deal with. And then I have to put these right back where they were. And then like a Coro Duet, the lovebirds, the Coro Duet lovebirds, that something's going on. Hold on, guys. Someone lost someone. Karen K. I like you. I just see you at the sale. My 11-year-old Virgo across the Rainbow Bridge last night. Karen, I love you. That's all I've got for you. I absolutely love you. I've been there last summer, and I have not been the same since. But I absolutely love you. Words can't fix that, and you know what I mean. We are with you, Karen. You've been one of my favorites on YouTube. I can say this because it's true. You've been one of my favorites on YouTube. And yes, I have favorites on YouTube, and you've been one of them. I absolutely love you, Karen K. I love you with all my heart, and that's all I've got. I just adore you. So, and all of us do. You're an amazing person, and you're a friend. And my mom truly adores you. My mom wants to meet you. There's my mom right there. Mary Adams just popped in. Karen, my mom adores you. She absolutely loves you. This is for the Coro Duet Lovebirds, and I have the hasp to the Coro Duet Lovebirds. So, someone out there goes, hey, do you have the Coro Duet hanger for the Coro Duet Lovebirds? And I go, yes, I do. I have it. Why? Because I've been at this 30 years. And then tons of rhinestones. Tons and tons and tons of antique rhinestones and art glass and baguette rhinestones and larger baguettes and tapered baguette rhinestones. And look how many I've taken out of there over the years to restore Joe Maz piece. Joseph Mazer loved to use those tapered baguette rhinestones. You know how hard those are to find? They're like impossible to find. And look how many more I have to go. And see, I bend the metal out. See, I'm a metalsmith. That's what I do. I bend the metal out to claim the stone so you don't chip and crack and blister the stone, But I've been doing this 30 years, so I get the drill, I get it. Anyone out there need like the faux pearl drops on some of the lavalier necklaces? Well, I have those as well, Hold on. I think I'm done. I think I've reached my limit. And I need to remember that. I need to remember to say, hey, I'm done. I've done my job. I had my preview. I've done a little show and tell. See? Yeah, keep that for parts. You're going to need it. Absolutely. You're going to need it. So yes, I retired from, and then, someone says I need teddy bear eyes. Okay, no problem. Teddy bear eyes, antique teddy bear eyes. Not a problem. Not an issue. Someone says they need Mandelian bag fringe, off the beaded fringe. Hold on. Give me a moment. So someone, like 6 months ago said, I know that you do restoration on the antique and vintage Mandelian enamel bags. So this is a Mandelian enamel bag, an Art Deco enamel bag out of my collection, hanging on my wall right in front of me. And I had to restore over half of this fringe. I restored that with needle nose pliers, and I got it all back to original. Let me lay this down in the box and show you what the hell I'm talking about over here. So this has been a labor of love. There's the Mandelian fringe. Let me pull this back. Boy, I sound frustrated. Ooh, someone else said, do you have another Coro Duet hanger? Yeah, of course. People threw these away. People put these in the sewing boxes after they divided up the Coro Duet. That might be the double floral Coro Duet that faces east-west. That might be the Trembler. I don't know what it went to, but I have it. And then someone says, can you sell that to me? And I said, sure, not a problem. That's what it's here for. Look how I restored the fringe. So all the fringe is now equally long. It's all equal. And look how I restored the fringe. The reason why is I had old Mandelian purse fringe. And yes, I labeled this so that I had the old Mandelian purse fringe, to put on the purses. It's very difficult, to line up such small little pieces, but it's a great honor to be able to restore these early pieces. And, they say, you are a full-time reseller. And I say, also, I'm a full-time repair person, I don't sleep. It's been a full life at 51 years old. But this is just exceptional. To be able to restore such pieces with the correct pieces. If you get new chain, it's going to look like new chain. If you want an old restoration, do it the right way, And that's why I said to people, I would challenge them to come and correct me, because I would say, now I have to correct you, So, But yeah, it was just it was I don't even know what to say. And then these like these rhinestones. So, someone says, "Do you have the flat-backed foiled crystal?" Sure. I do restorations on Bakelite as well. There's a lot of times when people shy away from restorations because they don't have the correct parts. And like I said, this is only one of 11. Let me grab another repair box. If you guys want to see more repair boxes, I can show you some more. Like, if you would like to see some more repair things, are you all ready? Like, do you want me to stay on or do you want me to leave? So, do you guys want me to show you? And then, like, Haskell, the half Rose Monte that are actually wired on. To find one of these is really rare. Really rare to find a Rose Monte rhinestone prong set. But I have now 40 of them and variable sizes of the Rosemonte stones that were Haskell. Googly eyes for the googly eye Bakelite pieces, which reminds me, I wore this brooch the other day. Um, Let me show you. I wore this brooch the other day, and a lot of times the horse brooch will have a missing googly eye. So I keep all the old googly eyes, because if you get a new one, it's too paper white, but the old ones oxidize yellow. So you would need an old yellow googly eye. And, people just throw those away. And I said, no, 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 you got to hold on to those. Absolutely. If you're going to do the restoration, do it right. Look at my dog from the other day. I wore this 2 days ago. One of the rarest Bakelite dog brooches, all original 1940s. Absolutely incredible. I think I paid like no, I paid like $900 for this one. It's like a West Highland White Terrier. And then people go, no, that's a Scotty. And I said, no, this is what I said. It's a West Highland White Terrier. They go, no, it's a Scotty. And I go, no, but I'll show you the Scotty brooch. And then you'll go, oh, it's not a Scotty. And I'll go, I told you that a half hour ago, but you weren't listening. You were talking over me. Oh, people, humans. I don't get them sometimes. Bakelite. I love this one. I wore this one last week. I love it. I absolutely love this. No, it's not a Scotty. Absolutely not. The pencil and the paper, the books. This was a very rare one to find back in the day. But I have two of them because I'm a hoarder. And I actually have, I'll admit to you guys, I have four of them. But I loved them so much, I just kept buying them. And I'm glad I did because they're starting to go up in value now. But these are the Bakelite pencils and then the Bakelite books. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Vintage Life, thank you so much. Money is not easy to find. And you guys just shower me with money. And then I go, wow, people like my forwardness. I mean, I could tell you stories that aren't true. I could lie to you, but I'd rather tell you the truth. Victorian restoration and black glass and vintage life. I think your name is Christina, right? I hope I have it right. I think your name is Christina. And if it's not, I'm going to call you Christina anyway. So I think your name is Christina. I think it is. I'm 99% sure your name is Christina. Is it? It is. Okay, good. Because I think you're a delight. So if you guys don't know Vintage Life on Whatnot, I know a lot of my people are like leery of Whatnot. I was as well, and I kind of at times still am. But Vintage Life is great. She's matter of fact. She tells you to your face what's up, and she sells some great things. And when she's on, I try my best to get over and watch her on Whatnot. So please go over to Whatnot and please watch Vintage Life 67. And if you have a hell of a time finding her, please go to follow that bug, which is Kate, and Christina mods for Kate. And you can find her. So, Lulu, thank you for welcoming her in. And can you all please welcome Vintage Life into our chat? I think this is maybe her second or third time being here. And please welcome Vintage Life into our chat. I really love her. You're on today. Oh, hi, Mia. I've missed you. Sorry that I've been like bitchy and snippy sometimes, but Mia, I love you. And I really appreciate you being here and making time for us. Mia, how's school going, honey? Are you out of school for the season? I think you're still battling with school. I know you're knee deep in books. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for following your dreams. Mia, you're amazing. Oh, you love Follow That Bug. See, there we go. Lulu said, see, Kate is amazeballs. And you know, when I first met Kate, like on YouTube, I wasn't sure of her. And I told her, I said, you know, when I first met you, I wasn't sure of you. And I said, but it's better to tell you. And then now I'm 100% sure of her. I 100% enjoy her. And I got a chance to meet her in real life on Friday. And I'll tell you guys the truth. So there's not very many humans that can make me stop my business and leave an antique show to go meet them. And I do Don Scott every year, season opener. It's a big show. It's down in Columbus. And I called Kate. I called her and I said, are you still at the Heart of Ohio, which is Jacob's Mall, which I love, by the way. And Jacob's an amazing person too. He's very kind. He's smart. He's a great businessman, and he's becoming a great friend. And I go to the Heart of Ohio frequently, and I have for over, my gosh, 26 or 27 years. I've went to the Heart of Ohio to buy, and that's before Jacob even owned the place. And long story short is I called Kate and I said, hey, if you're going to be there, I'm on my way. And she was like, what? And I said, if you're still there at the Heart of Ohio, I've left the Don Scott show and I'm coming to meet you. And I did. I dropped what I was doing and I looked at Jeremy and I said, I'm done. I set up, like my thing. We shopped, and Cindy was in town from Texas, and I said, let's go to the Heart of Ohio. I got to meet Kate. And I only had a half hour with her, but because she was getting ready for her Black Friday sale, and she was so kind. She was so kind to take that time with me when she was hectic and busy. So a major shout out to Follow That Bug. If you're not following her on YouTube, please go over to the search box and type in Follow That Bug and be kind to her. Be kind to her and be nice. And don't judge her, be kind. She's just so different. And in her difference, I have found an honest and like already loyal friend, like that I feel like I've known for three decades, or 3 lifetimes, I should say. And so, Kate, if you ever watch this, I really truly appreciate your friendship. And Jacob, thank you for being so kind to me as well when I come to shop the Heart of Ohio. You're a true gentleman, and I just want to say thank you so much. She's just the best. So I don't know what else to say besides rhinestone stuff in here for repairs. I think I've shown you enough of like the parts and components that I use that it's taken me 30 years to accomplish. And if you see little dog fur down in here, I always leave my dog fur in my stones because that's a reminder of my little friends that I have lost. And animals in my life have been amazing. And then look at this for half pearls. A lot of people say, hey, I need a 3mm or a 4mm half pearl. Mia, would you please tell Kate that you came over from me? Well, Follow That Bug just got a new follower. Mia, would you please tell Kate that I sent you over and tell her how epic she is? Because she is. And Mia, I think you're going to love her content. She's a very hard worker. And like I said early on, when I saw her on YouTube like years and years and years ago, it's not that I didn't judge her because I don't, well, I guess I found it to be like, I didn't have the time to watch YouTube. It was my fault. And so I like watched and then I like didn't watch and then I watched and then I didn't watch. And then, I don't like watching other content anyway. And then now I just like, now that I've met her, I just have a whole newfound respect. I have a whole newfound respect for Kate. A hard worker, resilient, whimsical, quirky, in the best kind. Honest, honest and loyal. That's what I'll say about Kate so far. And my time with her on, is this Hetty? No, this is, I thought it was Hetty Carding. Alice Cavanis, single earring. But you might need those topaz stones. Look, I've taken some out over the time to do another restoration. Do you know that all these little parts and components, do you know that I've done literally thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of repair by keeping these little parts and components? And I'm still stuck in one box. But hold on, don't get too carried away. I hope you're enjoying seeing some of these parts and components. This was not supposed to happen today. I was supposed to do just my preview for my sale. And here I go showing you some of my secret compartments over here. Do you want to see what's in my drawers? Do you want? So, do you guys want to see what's in my drawers? Oh boy, I don't know. I don't know sometimes what happens. These are those lava lava. You'll go over to Kate's channel and she'll watch this live and she'll go, "I don't know him. I've never met him before." You'll be like, "Hey Kate, Jason Adams sent me over." And she'll watch this and then she'll go, "Yeah, I don't know him." But actually, you know what? She totally would, because she gets me. We didn't need to say much to each other when we met each other. It was the hug. Like, when you hug someone and they hug you back, you hug someone and you're hugging yourself. When I hugged her, she hugged me back. That was it. That it sealed the deal. It just sealed the deal. Jacqueline's treasures. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Look at these lava stones. And this is either listener, it looks like Trifari. Do you guys want to see another big thing for me? Oh, Ellie, thanks for staying with me. Did we see? Wait. Do we want to see your etchings? I don't know what that means. I don't want to know what that's code word for. Love the Zinnian paper kacham. Yeah, Nancy, that's a beautiful necklace. For the sale. Nancy, that's a beautiful necklace, honey. That's a magnificent necklace. So Nancy Morgan, yeah, it's incredible. I just got lucky that morning. I didn't overpay. A lot of times you'd have to pay, even at the flea, you'd have to pay like $450 for something like that. And I got a great buy. Solid sterling silver and vintage. Not new at all. And I don't know the artist on that, Nancy, so I'm sorry about that. But please, if you missed the preview earlier, please rewatch this. It's only an hour long or 2 hours long. Please rewatch the preview because, again, that preview, so everybody knows, I got to show you again because I have to do my job over here. I have to promote. That was the preview for December 2nd, this December 2nd at 7 p.m. And please go over to Bully Run Coffee to get subscribed, to get, registered. So look at this box, completely loaded with more rhinestone. Do you guys want to see another box I was working on that's like more important? Oh, you want me to show the goods? Okay, here. Let me show you some more of the pieces that are in here. Here, I'll just grab a handful. Here, we'll just do this. And then you'll see like all the stones that I have at my disposal that I've collected over all these years. So, when you need a tiny little turquoise and you can't find someone to supply it, or you need that navette-shaped cabochon cut, almost chrysoprase, glass stone for that restoration, not a problem. I also will take off the pin mechanisms because new pin mechanisms don't exactly look like the old ones. Most of the time it looks like those, but not all the time. But on the older mechanisms, I take those. And then in the bottom of this, tons of loose stones in the bottom. So, and I don't know if you understand how deep this box goes, but there's tons and tons and tons of rhinestones in the bottom of this box. Great for restoration. So when I pull these out, a lot of times the foil will be stuck in there. So you always want to try and get the foil to stay on the stone. Sometimes it is a little tricky. I usually take a little pin and get down in there between the stone and there and take the pin and kind of go around in a circle and it will loosen it equal distance so it doesn't pop the foil off. A lot of times you'll have to soak them and then get that early adhesive off. And see how that has yellowed over time? And that's another part of this is, wouldn't you want your restoration to look period? Meaning, wouldn't you want your restoration to look original? I do. And that's why I use the glue that I use. And I'm always going to use that glue. No one's ever going to convince me otherwise. Been at it 30 years. This is a Trifari single earring. Let me go grab that other box. I think it's across the house, though. Black and jet rhinestones, random components. Very, very useful. I have a huge box of Bakelite pieces. And look at these, those kind of almost demi-lune, but teardropped shape. Look how hard that would be defined. Almost in the line of early Trifari. But definitely maybe Cellini on those, Coro, Listener, many are possible. And you have to remember, a lot of these companies were producing for several different designers. Like this would be D&E, but was this for Juliana or was this for Kramer? Was this for D&E for maybe even possibly Weiss? Or was this definitely a Juliana piece? To me, that's Juliana for sure. So absolutely. And then, yes, I use water-soluble wood glue. That's what I personally use. And I'll get into a brand name eventually. I'm not going to do that now. I wonder if those are uranium. How would I not know? Because I don't glow anything, because I don't care. That whole fad, I called that fad like 8 months ago. People on YouTube got really mad at me because they were glowing everything. And they got really mad and they go, who's he coming for? Like, he's making fun of people that are glowing things. I said, I never made fun of people that glowed things. What I said was, it's a fad. Glowing things is a fad. And look what happened. The fad is over. Now no one cares about, well, very few people care about uranium glass. It's a wonderful collectible, but don't fall prey to fads. Don't do it. It don't fall prey to fads. It has its place. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I showed you earlier that my synthetic spinel glows, it's not uranium glass, it's synthetic spinel. Doesn't make it different. It doesn't make it better. It just makes it different. This is wonderful for a deco bracelet, but this is so broken. This is so broken. But look at that for a Tank Link deco bracelet. Very industrial. And thank you all so much for the 112 people that are still here. I know it's a Sunday and there's so much more going on YouTube and in life. But thank you so much for allowing me to do this preview, this live preview for our sale coming up on Tuesday. And make sure you, another Cora Duet hanger. I should put all these in one location. Let me move that into my other box. Right here. Yep, I moved it into my other box where the other two were. Oh, I just distracted by this ring. I think it's maybe Vendome. It looks like Vendome. I got distracted by that adjustable ring. But see, it wouldn't sell for much, so I'm not going to replace the stones. I'm just going to harvest those ones out of there. I've made the executive decision for the last 30 years, and I've always made the right decision on what to fix and what to sell and then what to keep to take parts out of. And you can see that there's nothing historically important. Like someone might say, well, you should fix this. What? Fix this and sell it for $20? Or use these stones that would make me another, several $100s, because this is never really going to matter. All the stones are glued in, they're not prong set. So, am I breaking up, guys? Am I breaking up? Uh-oh. Is Mia breaking up with me? Am I breaking up a lot? You guys, are you there? No. Okay. Mia, maybe go out and come back in. Oh, Catherine Lemontia is here. Look, that was Mia's. Mia did that on purpose to bring out the people that are lurking. Oh, good. Okay. All right. Hi, Tama. Hi, Lena. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thanks for getting me, guys. Daria, Kelly, thank you. Do you know how good it feels to have people here with me that get me, that there is no judgment with, that I love? So, and then the way I do it is I'll show you, like, for example, here, let me show you a for example. I'm just going to give you a random for example, just because I want to. I don't feel rushed now. Did you see that my tone totally changed? Well, see, I just try to take that stone out. All right, so watch what happens, guys. So this stone came right out of there, okay, because I just took it out. Give me 1 minute, and I'm going to do a restoration on live film and show you. All right, I'm not going to show you my brand of glue because we're not going there yet, because I'm not, like, again, I'm not getting, like, paid to promote a glue. This is original wood glue, professional strength, interior use, okay? Yes, the glue is a slight off-white yellow. I put it on the smallest of a brush, okay? Do not use a toothpick. Do not use anything but like a 10 hair brush. You dab it in there. You take the smallest amount, very, very, very tiny amount of, again, glue. You go in here and let's see if it will focus for me. And you lay the glue right inside of the opening. You put it right down in there. Now watch. I don't go like this. Look. Watch. What I don't do is I don't do this. I don't take a big glob of glue and I don't go, oh, God, what did I just do? I don't do that, okay? I put the glue right down in there, right? I put it right down in the opening. Let me clean up that disgusting mess, okay? I take out all of the excess by dabbing that around, right? Now, this is water soluble, okay? So don't use gloves. Don't be all upset. Don't go crazy. Don't go insane. Now, sometimes I'll use that tiny little glue to grab onto the stone. What I'm not going to do is, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do it the right way, and I'm going to show you the right way because I don't want to tell you what to do. I'll show you what to do. I've used this wax forever. It's jeweler's wax. It's old beeswax. I roll it to a point. I heat it up in my hand. So watch what I do. Heat this up in a hand. I go, okay, yeah, okay. I'm going to heat it up. I'm going to heat it up. I'm going to grab this stone off camera, and I'm going to stick the glue. I'm going to stick the wax to the stone, and I'm going to go, all right, let's drop it right there. Then I take my thumb, and I push it down in, and I tap, tap, tap. Do you see any glue around that stone? And be honest with me. Do you guys see any glue around that stone? Tell me yes or no in the chat. I need to see a yes or a no. Do you see any glue around that stone? No. Does anyone else see any glue around that stone? So why in the hell do you care if it's going to turn yellow? Now, what's great about this glue is it is water soluble, meaning you can dissolve that with water. I always say, please don't wear your rhinestones in the rain, okay? It's not good for rhinestones to get them wet. Now, if you wear this brooch in the rain, you're going to be missing stones, and then they're going to go foggy and weird, and you're going to be all pissed off because you wore your rhinestones in the rain. Who on God's green earth would wear their rhinestones in the rain? Long story short, that is now in there for the next probably 30 years, and it doesn't matter if that glue is yellow because, hello, it's behind the stone. And look, shaky, 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 it's in there. It's going to stay in there. That stone will be in there for the next 30 years. All right. So I think, does that answer everyone's question on a quick restoration? Is that okay? Like, do I sound like a total bitch? Because that's just the way I do it. No rhinestone in the rain. Bingo. There you go. So there you have it. So I just pop that in. Now I have a Trifari brooch out on the desk that I could restore as well at the same time. It's the same process. If you wait for 1 second, there's 127 people. Does anyone else want to see another quick restoration on pearls? Like Trifari pearls, or how to match a pearl color? Because that's a whole nother tricky thing. I can show you how I do it. Okay, you said yes. All I need is one yes. If you don't want to see it, you can check out. Watch, I'm going to yell at you guys from across the house. All right, I'm going to yell at you from across the house. Mm-hmm. All right, more water. That is empty. Let's see here. What else do I have to drink? Well, I can't get into lemonade and vodka yet. I could drink Starry or Sprite. You know what? It sounds like a Sprite kind of day. It does. I love Sprite. Let's see if I can get a promotion from Sprite. Thank you again for joining in. And I hope you love the preview. Did you all love the preview from earlier for our sale? Would you please put in the comment, what was your favorite piece from the preview and how much money are you going to spend? Follow your intuition. All right, I'll be right back. Hold on, guys. Let me jump over the paper on the floor. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I promise. Please don't leave. Please don't go. You guys can't leave yet. Okay. All right. I'm coming back. I gotta hop over this pile of paper. Hold on. All right. Okay. I'm back. Did you guys miss me? Did you guys miss me? Oh, boy. So many people have said that I'm crazy. And I'm like, well, yeah, I guess, randomly I can be. It's not usual. God, is the light box dirty now? That was a dusty mess. Why am I screaming? All right, hold on. Okay, so you might ask yourself, where did all this Trifari come from? Well, it was underneath my bed. Oh, boy. So let's take a look. So I've been buying... What is that? Okay, that's okay. What is that? That's okay. It's dusty, it's dirty. I don't care, but I want to show you a restoration on Trifari. Okay, so one of the things that's tricky about Trifari restorations is the color, the size, and the style of the pearls. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. Oh, see, okay, so here's another one. Like, for example, don't do what I say, do as I do. Isn't that the way the saying goes? I hate those old sayings. What is it called? An adage? But see, like that pearl fell off of here, right? Well, I don't want it back on there. But what I would do is the same thing. I would just put a little tiny, I'll just show you so you understand, so you get the gist. All right, I'll just tell it. I'll show you. I won't just tell you. I'll just do it. Where did I put that? Where did I put my, do you guys know where I put my brush? Double tap your screen, everyone. That means that you'll give me love. Please double tap your screen, everybody. Please. So a big dollop, okay? You don't use the big dollop. You just go like this on your hand. You wipe off all the excess. And I would suggest if you feel like you need more glue on there, you probably don't. Little dollop here, right in the center. Wipe off. Right. And then people say, now we see why your hands are so dirty. And I said, yeah, it's because I work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, I did it off camera. I should have shown you. And then lay it where it's supposed to go. And then gently push down. A little bit of pressure. Oh, too much pressure. Stuck to my finger. Here we go. Let's see here. All right, I need a little bit more glue. Let me see. Yes, I do. Hold on. I need a little bit more glue. And that's another thing. Like when people use these other glues, I'm not going to mention any other names because, whatever. I'm not going to defame any other companies that their glue isn't so great for rhinestones. They don't sell it as rhinestone glue, right? So, look, push and then release and then get that little bit of extra off of there. And I just do it with my brush. I just tap the very edge and get that off of there. Now, does that look like a good restoration to you? Because that looks pretty damn epic to me. And look, it took 32 seconds, start to finish. All right, let me show you another one. And the reason why I show you this is, this is a great Trifari set, but I think one pearl is out. And or maybe a little rhinestone is out. And I'll show you a rhinestone restoration. Look how dirty and disgusting that bag is. Yes. All right. So we've got little tiny rhinestones out that can become an issue and a problem. Can you all hit the thumbs up for me, please, for all my effort? Can you hit the thumbs up? So these are perfect. There's no problems here. That may have been a repair, but they closely color match. We can forgive that. So we're going to leave those alone. Now let me show you for a rhinestone restoration. So see how there's just that foil there and there? There's like that foil. Okay, that's a problem. Let me grab my handy dandy. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate that. And what I do is I go in here with this X-Acto and I kind of get in right inside the cup and I go like this. Okay, I don't know. What is that called? The Jason twist? These have to have it has to have names, technically. Okay, so, and I would challenge other resellers to show how they do their restorations. That would be epic. I would love to see another reseller do one of these videos. Impromptu, by the way. Impromptu, it would be amazing. I would love to see it. I would just absolutely love to see it. Oh, gosh. I'm sure there are some out there that have already done it. But I won't go and watch. So get your little pin and get all of that old foil out of there. Do not destroy the metal cup. See how careful I'm being about that metal cup. Do not bend that metal cup. You'll be very, very sad. So I'm just flicking all of that old disgusting blackened foil that has blackened over time. And I'm getting all that out of there. And I'm going to do the same thing in this one to get all that black, disgusting foil out of there. That is just all old foil off the back of the rhinestone. Technically, rhinestones are foil backed. Let's see here, and I got to get that out of there. Let's see here. Oh, Kristen Roth, thank you. I shouldn't mention other people, but they come for me, so I'm going to mention them. If you mention me and you continue to mention me, I will continue to belittle you too. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. My old crusty toothbrush that I only ever used for restoration. Get all that foil out of there. Uh-huh. Make sure all that foil is out. All right, it's close enough. I'm gonna deal with that. Okay, so now we have the two openings. So then what I do is I go over to my rhinestone box, which why I have, I think I probably have maybe, I don't know, I probably have 10 rhinestone boxes like this. Oh my gosh, do you guys see how much Trifari is in this collection? Yeah, Trifari for days. So I'm gonna open this other box and my other, look at the rhinestone, you know? Who, who has the catalog of rhinestones? Me, because I put my money where my mouth was. These were new. I didn't like them. These were new. I couldn't stand them. Those are new. I don't like them. Here is, yeah, here's the ones that I need. These are like I guess they call it like a canton or a shanton rhinestone, whatever you want to call it. They're very small, they're very simple cut, and they all have their foil backing. So I kind of dump them out. Look how dirty my hands are, and I don't know why I'm screaming in your face, but I'm definitely yelling right down your throat. That's technically what I'm doing. Where did I put my favorite wax ball? I didn't think I'd say wax ball today. Where did I put my little wax pointer? I don't know, but it's okay. I'm gonna see what stone works for me. And the way I do this is, well, I'm doing it off camera, but you'll have to trust me. The way I'm doing it is I'm picking stones and I laid that in there to see, is that the right size stone? And technically, yes, that is the right size stone. Okay. Yep. Yep. Bingo. And it has foil on the back. Okay. So always make sure that the rhinestone that you pick is completely foil backed. See the foil on the back of that stone? All right, so there's a little bit of yellow glue there. Why? Because glue yellows, okay? Everyone that's like, I have glue that doesn't yellow. My asshole, that's what I say. I go, okay, yeah, well, we'll see in about another, 10 years. How is your glue holding up, Miss Archival? Okay, we'll see how your glue holds up. So again, a tiny little dollop of glue. Of course, I had too much on there, but I stuck it in there already. We dab that out. We go, okay, but do this with super glue and see how far you get with super glue. You're going to super glue your brush to the tip of your finger, and then I'm going to laugh at you. It's true. People would say, would you really laugh at someone? I would say, absolutely. I would absolutely, but see, other people would say, well, I wouldn't laugh at someone because that's just not nice. And I'd say, I'm not trying to be nice, it's hilarious. I tap the stone in there and it's totally in there. And now it's in there and it's fabulous. It is absolutely fabulous because it is a vintage rhinestone in a vintage brooch. Okay. I'm going to do the last one. Why? Because I don't have the time to fix this tomorrow, and I'll never come back to this box. Let me see if I don't like this stone. It's not the right color. It's not the right shape. It's not the right overall color. It looks too yellow. So I'm going to skip by that one, and I'm going to say, and that's the thing is like, just like with people, you can skip over people. It's rude. It's saying this is fit for my life and this is not, let's see, let's drop that one into that void. Oh, look at that. See, it sits down in. You want the stone to sit down in. You want it to be the same color. Does that look right to all of you? Does that stone look fabulous? Does that look acceptable to all of your liking? I have not looked at this. I have not looked at the chat in over 5 minutes. That's craziness. I'm so focused on this. Okay. And please, again, if you enjoyed the video, my name is Jason Adams. If you haven't enjoyed the video, I'll give you another of someone I don't like on YouTube. All right. So dab off here, take up a little bit here, and go like, I'm going to put it right there. Okay. Please don't get it on the pearl. Please don't get it on the pearl. I got a little bit on the pearl. So, but what is great about the glue that I use is it's very forgiving. It's extremely forgiving. So, if you need an Optivisor to be able to see that void, it's very difficult to do this. Live, it's very difficult to look through the camera. It's very difficult to get that down in there. There we go. Now we got the glue settled right down into that little opening. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that stone and I'm going to put it in the mounting, and I am going to wipe across that. And guess what? I don't think I have enough glue, but less is more. So let me see if I can tap that in. And sometimes once I put the rhinestone in, I flip my brush around and I tap with the back of the brush. And look, boom. It's down in. It's wonderful. No extra glue around to be seen. And look, doesn't it look like those two stones have been there for 50 years? Okay, well, that's as close as we're going to get for now, because my stomach is growling. I feel like I've shown you enough. Look at these. And, I am going to be selling some more of my rhinestone parcels because early on everyone said, we need stones, we need stones, we need stones. Not a problem. All you got to do is ask. There's 400 in that one. And these are all vintage. These are all old, old, old. Vintage, vintage, vintage. Old jump rings, old Austria, old jump rings. Do you guys want to see, like, the bottom of this box? I don't think you quite understand all the vials. These are all very early. See how they lean a little grayish yellow. These are all very, very early. Oh boy. Okay, more of these because we need tinies. And again, this is one box of probably, I don't know, 30 boxes. Boy, I sure hope that's a diamond. I'll tell you another secret. I bought a parcel of rhinestones from an auction, and there were tons of diamonds. Let me grab out, just to show you, for example, let me grab out of here. So, see what I'm saying? And that's only a portion of the bottom of that whole box that's, like, completely loaded. Like, this whole side. Hold on. Let me get a bigger handful. This whole side is completely loaded beyond loaded with all of these amazing stones. Okay, so that's how I repair rhinestones. Are you guys all proud of me out there? Did I miss anything in the chat? I think I might have missed something in the chat. I don't remember, but that's okay. So I hope that I've tripped your trigger enough to come on over to our sale on Tuesday. Hopefully you go back and rewatch the video and make your list of the things that you would like to purchase from us, because I didn't even know I had these red ones. So anyone out there need a mixture of red rhinestones that you can't get anymore? That you can't find these little babies anymore? Like, look at those, and a whole big thing of them. You can't get those anymore. Nope. And some of the vintage rhinestones I've been seeing on eBay aren't vintage at all, which is sad and crazy. But there's so many little babies in there. Holy cow. Yes, please. Yeah, I need some of those in my life. I mean, that's been in that plastic container since the late 1970s. Yeah, and a lot of these things, they were like, the people were crafty jump rings, and look at that cool old Monarch tin. Like, I just love the old stuff. Uh-oh. Oh, look it. I just dumped some of those. Look, it's the half round ones that nobody has. The, like, faux coral half round, give me a break, from like a 1.5 millimeter to like a 3.5 millimeter. When I said millimeters one time, this person, I think it was a guy, he tried to come in and like correct me. Oh, it did not go well. And I said, you're not here. And he's like, oh, that can't be a 3 millimeter. That looks like it's a 12 millimeter. And I said, okay, Einstein, you're wrong. I'm right. Time for you to go. And I don't think I blocked him. I think I just threw him out of my channel. Oh boy, oh boy. So, I think that's it. Oh shoot. See, I got those red stones done stuck in here. Uh-oh. I got one stuck here, too. Oh, no, there's one stuck there. Did I dump more stones down in that? No, that's just dirt. I don't know what my problem is besides I am very high maintenance. I'm crazy. If you don't like it, it's okay. I don't like it sometimes either. So look at this. I need to restore this one. Do you guys want to stay with me for another 7 hours and watch me restore this whole box? Oh, wait. Someone asked about the foil a couple of times. Oh, what did I miss? I'm sorry. Okay, now I'm going to look at the chat. You guys are mad because I'm not looking at the chat. I'd be frustrated too. Okay, what do you guys want to know about? Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like a schmoo. I didn't even know anyone was here with me. I thought I was by myself. Oh, you're welcome, David Berkheimer. That's just a partial. You know what, Pistachio? I'm tempted to do a marathon sometime. Could you imagine how many things I would say that I would have to, like, recant after 7 hours? Can you imagine all the things I would say that everyone else thinks and goes, I have the courage to say it, but Jason does. Lulu has a question. Okay. I'm sorry, Rebecca. My goodness, Jason, I love your junk. Amazing. Oh, thank you. Kristen Roth is dying laughing because she knows it's true. Pistachio would love it. So, Lulu, I'm sorry, honey, what did you ask? I'm sorry, Lulu, that was rude of me not to look at the chat. I'm sorry. Oh, there's Robin Bai. You always called me Glitter Bear. Robin, you knew me 2 years ago when I just started my channel. Why in the hell are you still here? Oh, Celeste, hi, hon. I was worried about you, Celeste. I freak out when I don't see my friends here. I freak out. Okay, so now this Trifari set can be sold. So now this Trifari set can be sold because it is magnificent. Oak leaves and kind of berries. Wouldn't it be acorns? You're in the zone. No, what did you want, honey? It's okay. No, ask. Lulu, what did I forget? Someone said about foil on something. Did I? Oh, wait. It was about how do you replace the foil? Okay. So when foil is off a rhinestone, it's really tough. Can I show you guys something? Hold on, let me look at my desk here. Can I show you guys something? Okay, so you know the Austrian fruit pins? You guys know the Austrian fruit pins, right? Can you put in the chat that you know my language when I say Austrian fruit? So, where is... Oh, do you guys want to see baby Herkimer diamonds? Like the world's smallest Herkimer diamonds? Yeah, those are little Herkimers. Yeah, and there's... Oh my gosh, I love them. Hold on. They're too small to sell because you can't do anything with them, but I just stare at them. I want to put them in a jar. Where is my Austrian fruit? Did you guys answer me? Hold on, guys. Why am I so messy? Here it is. Okay, can I show you guys something? Okay, you know the Austrian fruit. Okay, let me show you something. So this, okay, so, all right. I don't know if I should do this now because I'm probably not really ready for it. Okay, so you know these. You look at them wrong and the foil's all effed up. And I said effed up. I almost said what it is. But you see how the foil's like effed up? Okay, so people don't know how to fix these because they're very tricky to fix. Can I show you my technique and no one get mad at me? Because a lot of people get mad. All right, so I started it on this one. So see how this was like, this Austrian fruit was glued down. Oh, wait. Well, okay, it was glued down like this. Hold on, let me open the prong. Why am I yelling in everyone's face? I always say to people, people are only loud when they're wrong, you know? Because, like, you know, when you say to someone, you know, are you having a good day? And they're like, yeah. And they're like loud about it. You know, they're not having a good day. They're like trying to convince themselves. But it's the same way, like people, like you go, you know, about whatever, and then they scream in your face. All right, so I took this out and I'm getting the foil off of here because there's no way to fix that foil. Okay, and if someone tells you otherwise, a person that restores, they're wrong. They're nuts. So I got this out of here, and I'm getting all that foil, all the old foil off of this. And so I'll show you just a little bit of the process. So razor blade, get the foil off. Be careful on the edge that you don't push too hard because you'll chip the glass. Okay, I've restored the Austrian fruit pins for probably a good 20 plus years. I've restored these. So once you get most of that cleared off, get some water and a little bit of wet dry sandpaper, and I'll show you like real quick. You also have to clear this off, okay? You also have to get all the foil and all the glue off of this back panel, but don't scratch too hard, okay? There's a reason why. Then you paint this. You paint this, but sometimes you don't have to. So let me just do it off camera because I don't want to do it on camera. I just don't want to. Why? Because I want to see what I'm doing. So give me 1 second. Let me clean that up. Let me get that off of there. Thank you all so much for being here. 107 people watching me breathe with my mouth open. Open mouth breathing. I sometimes can't stand it. Let's see here. Where did my wet dry sandpaper go? Did I just make fun of... Yeah, I did. I won't say who, but... All right, so let's get this wet. Let's get this wet. Wet dry sandpaper. I like my wet dry sandpaper to be wet. Okay, see, wet dry sandpaper is wet. And then you go in here and you go like this. You go, okay, I'm going to get all this cleaned up. I'm going to clean up the foil. I'm going to clean up the gunk and the old glue. I'm not going to hit the enamel leaves. I'm not going to hit the enamel leaves, right? I just said it 12 times. I'm going to stay away from the enamel leaves. All right, so I'm going to have very good control over my wet dry sandpaper. I'm going to go in and I'm going to get this all cleaned up. I'm going to make this look fantastic. Now, a lot of times what you'll have to do with these Austrian fruit pins is, I won't be able to show you on film, but you have to go in and you have to use a Dremel to then polish that back piece of brass. Okay, because this is actually brass. So what grit? This is 400. This is 400 grit. That's a great question, David. Thank you. This is 400 grit wet dry. And I use, I obviously, it's got to be, under control. So use a very small piece. I cut the paper down to very manageable. And I always rest my hands. See, I get carried away and then I don't do it right. You rest your hand. You don't go like this. No, that's a terrible way of doing it. I've seen other people do that. It drives me nuts, and there I go doing it because I wasn't focused. So rest your hand down, get all this other stuff out of your way. Rest your hand down, take a deep breath and be zen about it. I don't know why I get so crazy. Well, I mean, I know why I get so crazy, I'm sure there's medicine for it. Or maybe, nope, don't say it, Jason. Don't say it. Nope. See, I'm learning. At 51, I'm learning what to say and what not to say. I think I'm going to turn over a new leaf next year on YouTube. I think it's my New Year's resolution. Do you guys think I could censor myself on YouTube? Can you please put in the chat? Do you want a censored Jason? Do you want a censored Jason or a non-censored Jason? So put censored, censored or non-censored. And then whatever the vote is wins. And if you say you want censored, I'm going to have to rearrange my damn DNA. So I'd have to rearrange my DNA and come back on as someone I'm totally not. It's common, I think, on YouTube, I think that's common. You play cutesy, and then when the camera's off and you're on the phone with another reseller, you badmouth everybody. But let's see here. Let's see if I can get this polished. I feel almost very good about this. It still needs some fine tuning, but I'm not pushing hard. I'm just, look how good it's coming out. See all that crap? See what I'm saying? All that crap comes off of there. So it's not perfect yet, but it will be soon. And just do not much, it doesn't take much. And then you can use Simichrome polish. I usually use my Dremel to polish that and get all that extra crap off of there. Okay, so let me make my hands really dirty for the haters, because there's some people that go, your hands are so dirty. And I'm like, yeah, because I do restorations all the time, So they don't want censored, I don't think. I guess they don't want censored. I think they want I think they want the truth. I think you guys are here for the truth. And it's sometimes my personal truth, but it's sometimes just the truth of life. You deal with it. You encounter it. And I'll tell you guys, not having my dad around for the last almost year of my life, I used to look to my dad for help. And I used to look to my dad for advice. And he was very straightforward. He was very matter of fact with all of his things in his life. And I got that from my dad. And I'm proud. I'm proud that I'm that way. I sanded this down to get most of that off of there. So I just lightly sanded this. And I didn't show you that process, but it just goes something like this. If you want to do this, it's great, So you're not really sanding the glass. You're just getting the crap off of it. Is basically what you're doing, okay? And then you wipe that off. Now, you can sometimes refoil these. But do you see how fabulous that looks? Do you see how fabulous that looks now? I mean, I didn't get all that crap, here, But when I polish this, do you see how lovely that irradiates that fruit? That you don't need to refoil that stone. You can. Now, what I could do is I could get a metallic, not rub and buff, but a metallic paint. That's a straight metallic paint. And then you could paint over that very lightly with gold metallic, and it will make it like it once was. But what I like is I like using that metal. And then what I do is I do use sometimes a 2-part epoxy. I'll put a drop right here. And then I will cement that in place and then rock this prong over, because the prongs really do not hold these very well. But then you just rock that prong over. Doesn't that look beautiful for an Austrian fruit pin? And if you wanted it more white, you can use the silver foil. And another thing is too, sometimes you can use silver leaf. You can re-silver this. Silver, a very strong spray paint on a Q-tip, and then dab on the spray paint, let it dry, and then that would be much more silver. if you choose like a silver Austrian fruit. But these are Austria, that's toll, and then cold paint enamel. But isn't that wonderful? I hope that's helped you a little bit, like do restoration on Austrian fruit. I would do the same thing on this other one. I'm going to have to pull out this large fruit, but what had happened was, you see where all the foil had lifted? There's a small chip here. You could buy these for very low money, but it would have to be taken off, and then that glue residue removed from the back of that stone and then refoiled, and then you have to grind off that little base plate. It only takes me about maybe now about 15 to 20 minutes to restore these. And this size, I don't know if you're all familiar with this, but this size fruit, depending on color, on eBay could go up to like $150 to $165. Pretty easy. Make sure they have the rollover clasp, because a lot of times that is missing on these Austrian fruit pins. It just falls off over time. So just make sure it has that. And then again, there's that. And I can do a total restoration on one of these, like on camera. I can come on live and do some more restoration videos. That was very comfortable for me. You know, it's very comfortable. And like I said, if someone decides to come to correct me, I would just say, I accept your challenge, and then I will correct you and send you on your way. It's very matter of fact, you know, but there's a lot of people out there that go, no, that's not the right way. And I'd say, well, apparently my restorations have now lasted 30 years. Do you know I restored pins in college, 1996, 1995, 1996, 1997, and I did restorations for a local store. And a lot of those pieces I see locally now at estate sales that I know that I fixed. And then I'm like, wow, look at my repair held over 30 years. You know, like, I'm very amazed, but this will clean up very well. That's just right on the surface. And again, don't go crazy. Let me just say again, for restorations, less is more. Less is more with restorations. So just take your time, and less is more, you know, and get in there and get that cleaned up. Less is more. See what I'm saying? Just do less is more. Don't go crazy. There's no reason to go absolutely nuts, you know? So that'll come right off. That very, very end right there will come right off of there. And then people are like, now we see why your manicure is always messed up, you know? So now we forgive you for having, you know, dirty hands, and, you know, when you do your nail polish, it's all chipped up. Now we understand why. Because I use my hands and my fingers as tools. Because I'm an artist. See, look at that. Look how that just totally came right off of there with a little bit of extra effort. Very careful around that cold painted enamel. Do not hit that cold painted enamel at all. And then this one would be a little trickier, and you can bend this a little bit out of the way. Don't go too crazy, because you'll definitely break those off. But if you get in there, look at that. So now I got that one almost completely done. And when I pop that stone back in, you'll see that it's in really good shape now. So, and then you go like this, and you pop it in, and look at that. You know, people say, well, now we understand as a silversmith that you can restore costume, because they've trained myself to do so over all these years. Years ago, I didn't know how to fix these. You know, other people say, well, you can't fix the foil on them. Well, you most certainly can fix them without the foil. You most certainly can solve the problem with a little bit of foresight, a little bit of thinking outside the box. So, yes, I will say that that is it for our preview. I would rinse off my hands, but I can't reach my sink right now, so please excuse the dirty fingers. And again, in conclusion, the earlier preview before all the restorations was for our sale December 2nd, this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. This sale is just totally stacked. Again, I appreciate you going over to Bully Run Coffee on YouTube, hitting the subscribe button, and getting settled in with our family. And also, thank you for going to the website to get registered for the sale. Please do me a favor and do not wait. Please do not wait to register for the sale. Please register as soon as possible. So many people have said, we wish we you know, came in and registered earlier, because we can't believe how many sales we've missed over, you know, the last you know, few months. And I said, don't worry about what you missed. Only worry about what's coming up. Many more Trifari restorations as well. So thank you so much for joining in. All this is Trifari as well, and you'll see this all in another video to do some Trifari restorations and get all these unusual Trifari pieces out there in public holdings. So we'll probably have a whole Trifari sale more than likely. I'll get these restorations done maybe within the next few months. Thank you so much for joining in, everybody. It's been amazing to spend Sunday afternoon with you. 2.5 hours. I was only supposed to be on for an hour and a half. So thank you for rewatching the earlier part of the video. Please share this out because it is unlikely that everyone will see this before our sale on Tuesday, but we wanted to try something new with limited time. Thank you all so much for joining in. Have a beautiful rest of your Sunday. Stay blessed and stay safe. I love you very much. Goodbye.